Hey. It's K3 in the building. Yo, you wanna know what I say whenever a hater hates? Yeah. Man, fuck the haters, I got to call in a favor. Bitch, fuck the fakers, guess I gotta be the savior. Fuck everything, I'm taking it all, call me a raider. I've been gifted with the knowledge to punish y'all any takers. You wanna save the game? Gotta make the change. Gotta break amends, bend rules without breaking them. 10 dudes with 10 tools, are you ready? I'm shaking them. Remember when music wasn't confusing? That was way before them. I was born in the perfect era of music, the savior. I never think to abuse it, so survive it. This industry is the wild. I thought building a fire would burn it down, but the flames gotta be higher. The game gotta appreciate the real supply. You're an idealist, the realist since K made millions. Ashamed y'all don't feel this. Stand tall for the children, dodge y'all by the billions. There's no fault but my star alignment. Destined me to start shining. I'm picking the party charters, Picasso and gold mining. No gold shining, nothing platinum, but my album just asked Jessica Alba. That ass got me astounded. Woo! Y'all probably wondering what's the message in this. It don't have one. I'm going big off bullshit. Drake did it. Kanye, Jay-Z, hell, LeBron James did it. I just wanted to talk shit. Seemed like a perfect outlet. Seemed like the power outage. These streets never seen this power. The beast ain't even out yet. I sneak under your beat. I beat it senseless then leave. You scream for the proper powder. I'm deemed to seize these towers. Flee like these other cowards. I say, fuck the haters. I got to call in a favor. Fuck the fakers. Guess I gotta be the savior. Fuck everything. I'm taking it all. Call me a raider. I've been gifted with the knowledge to punish y'all any takers. Fuck the haters. I got to call in a favor. Fuck the fakers. Guess I gotta be the savior. Fuck everything. I'm taking it all. Call me a raider. I've been gifted with the knowledge to punish y'all any takers. Apparently not. I won't fall. Feeling the friction you saw. The finished product left jaw struck with amazement. You dogs better get your shots. Don't bark. It'll be over quick. Bullet to his head. Sorry miss. He's a little stiff. Instantly got addicted the second I got a whiff. I live in this entertainment. It's where I patiently sit. My patients are so sedated. Before we start operating, I need your full confirmation. I need complete concentration. You see, my education is peaked. I'm dedicated to reach the highest platform to teach people these peace. I'm unique. That's what they say, and I'll prove it with devastation. Rude, but you gotta face it. You haters ain't even ready yet. I'm more than made it. You silly little allegations don't fare well against my greatness. They idolizing each sentence. Subsection seconds from wreckage. Decapitate any haters who dare put his face on my plate and eat it with sterling silverware. Fuck the haters. I gotta call in a favor. Fuck the fakers, guess I gotta be the savior. Fuck everything, I'm taking it all, call me a raider. I've been gifted with the knowledge to punish y'all any takers. Fuck the haters, I gotta call in a favor. Fuck the fakers, I gotta be the savior. Fuck everything, I'm taking it all, call me a raider. I've been gifted with the knowledge to punish y'all any takers. No, bitch. No fucking bitch.
Burgundy like the blood is dry. Cyanide, crystals form rocks. That's no tweaker state of mind. Either I'm the evolution, but I kinda feel like the end of time. Called a case, killed a crescendo. The date, April 8th. Had a great day until I was filled. Complete anger and rage. So much so I had to put the pen to the page. Whip up enough to fill a few plates. Mistake my places, a new buffet in an instant. I could eliminate you, so face the forces. I force you to face the floor. 44 more portraits of painted corpses, raging wars with insane swordsmen, just to see how weak their form is. You reek, that's euphoric. Believe them endorsements will make your brain freak endorphins. So what exactly are you saying to me? Pen game has been insane since I was a teen. 18 is when reality actually started to be those dreams I'd see when I used to sleep. Now I use loose sleep 2 ways. One rolled up, 2 boosts, get smoked on any beat that'll play. I'm cold as ice, and that berg is where I reside. Leave the murder scene burgundy like the blood is dry. Cyanide, crystals form rocks. That's no tweaker state of mind. Either I'm the evolution, but I kinda feel like the end of time. So I'll keep on mine, though refusal seems to be usual all the time. So bullshit ain't new to me. Vicious switch up ain't news to me. Could've told you that hoe had an obsession with acting so innocent, even though I know she holding a weapon.
Oh my god.
Like tech representing. I just hope that you don't lose control or give it all up. Not knowing you could have been damn close. I'm pretty much Van Gogh as far as the Dutch goes. That's just blunt smoke that is slowly rolling out of the window. I keep 10 toes down, but as far as the ground goes, call me groundhog. I leave pigs in the mud, so don't ever mistake me as anything less than amazing. Unless there's a saying, a quote, you can say me to gloat. Hey yo, said I'm labeled the GOAT. For those who don't know.
Wow.
Well, of course I'm crazy, asylum sane, sorta lost my main scheme. I'm caught in daydreams where all of this nightmares on repeat. I'm weighing, call it knees deep. Sorta feels like quicksand, how I'm slowly sinking. I wanted it all, not exactly the glitz and all the glamour. Paparazzi with their cameras, every one of them set to panorama, as if they came ready to shoot 360s like 3/8. Out of your whole zip, homie, how do you only have 3/8? Been top, tell those Reeboks, I got shell toes. Teed off, this ain't golf, but you could still catch 18 holes. A team so soft, anything hard ain't even part of the lingo. Angles need to tear them apart, yep, this is barely the start, ho. This is barely the start, ho.
Shit, Detroit style. It ain't over till I get to the period. Life, call that a life sentence. I pen my pen, call it ink on the sidewalk. She want fairy tales, jack a giant beanstalk. Throw a Pepsi in the oven, call it bacon. Shit, Detroit style. It ain't over till I get to the period. Life, call that a life sentence. I pen my pen, call it ink on the sidewalk. She want fairy tales, jack a giant beanstalk. Throw a Pepsi in the oven, call it baking soda. I snatch a burger from the drive-thru, I'm taking orders. Pay 7 grams for the gams, call that spinning quarters. I tell you bitches, get yourself restraining order. Farted on my wallet in my pocket, call that gas money. My wife took money for toilet paper, that's ass money. $20 bill on my Lincoln Grill, fast money. Lost my weed in the lawn, it's gone, call that grass money. I'm the defendant, having dinner, order in the court. I make these kids pay the rent, call it child support. Red and gray tracksuit, cute, call it Russian dressing. No need to sneeze next to me, cause there ain't no blessing. Talking shit to myself, call it solo flexing. Leave my wife back the same night, resurrection. Eating Mickey D's twice a day like the president. Clearing out the funk from the trunk, I'm an elephant. Floating through the ozone, call me pollution. Niggas got problems, but I am resolution. Production, fuck your ear, we could call that shit oral sex. AURAL, Google that and then play it back. Black Jim, smack them, assault with the vernacular. You niggas is a spectacle and I am just spectacular. The spatula, here to flip it over to the other side. Cooking all the raw shit and smiling with a chef's pride. Sky high, parachuting, pants low, highfalutin. Shoot a nigga in his glutes, 5 stars, start saluting. Booting up the floppies, niggas stop, don't try to copy me. End of the rainbow, motherfucker, where the profit be. A lot of cheese, you can call my pants pocket stuffed crust. More dope than you know, only hustle hard I trust. Like a lush, I get a rush for the Henny. Battle plenty MCs and I done buried many. When we gon' quit acting like I ain't the shit. Started up this petty shit and then I went and finished. I'm in this bitch album 34 and I got more. Enlisted motherfuckers prepping for a real tour. I do my duty, if you shoot me no 22s, I'll be like Jesus resurrected on the evening news. Just ask the cats I feed why you don't wanna fuck with me. I'm not the average shooting back and boy you best believe. Tricks up my sleeve, see me dominate, I'm very great. Waiting for me to slip up, you gon' be very late. Let this shit marinate, I know that you can't wait to hate. Doesn't matter what you say, Cordell Miller here to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know who it is?
Yeah,
Alice J.
OC Kush.
Royal Shooters. Yo, you talking big, flexing like you can't be touched.
Fuck 'em.
Man, you ain't run the game.
Hell nah.
Your ego too big. You need to check yourself.
Nike,
you need to humble
motherfucker.
yourself. Let's go. If you're trying to play the game, better humble yourself. If your ego in the way, you better humble yourself. You chasing clout and fame, better humble yourself. Wipe that smirk off your face.
And humble yourself,
If you
boy.
got a couple
better
followers,
humble yourself.
so what, you made a couple dollars?
You better humble yourself.
So now you think you Donald Trump?
You better humble yourself.
You ain't nothing from the jump, boy.
And humble yourself, boy.
Your ego's so big, but your pocket's so empty. They talking like they eating, but that bucket's just a 10-piece. I take that when confronting, all of a sudden they can't speak. Hard to keep quiet when these fuckboys try to tempt me. Gotta check your egos, I'll smack them like mosquitoes. We ain't no damn amigos. You ain't fooling no one like a cheap tuxedo. You acting like a pitbull, but you barking like a beagle. You are just sheeple. As for me, I'm getting money like a Hebrew. You a disappointment like a product from Temu. Can't hide who you really are, y'all see through. Keep talking, you'll be drowning in your pea soup. If you're trying to play the game,
Better humble yourself.
if your ego in the way,
Better humble yourself.
you chasing clout and fame,
Better humble yourself.
wipe that smirk off your face.
And humble yourself,
If you
boy.
got a couple
Better
followers,
humble yourself.
so what, you made a couple
You
dollars?
better humble
So
yourself.
now you think you Donald
You
Trump?
better humble yourself.
You ain't nothing from the jump, boy.
And humble yourself, boy.
Stumbling, they fumbling, they watching everything that they build crashing down. It's crumbling, they running their mouth to the crazy, but the only thing that I hear is that they mumbling. Yeah, these motherfuckers need an oxygen mask to keep up with me. They try and take a breath, but bitch, they struggling. Not a player in the game, but bitch, I'll run this. They think they headed to the top, but bitch, I done this. Got ice on my wrist, make you blind, but bitch, I watch this. Royal Shooters behind me, I got no fucking need to up this. Vocab ammunition, my bars be on repetition. I'm in this motherfucking game, but treat it like an exhibition. I'm in All-Star selection, you hate me projection. I fuck around and give you this humble to the chin with fucking perfection,
If
bitch.
you're trying to play the game,
Better humble yourself.
if your ego in the way,
Better humble yourself.
you chasing clout and fame,
Better humble yourself.
wipe that smirk off your face.
And humble yourself,
If you
boy.
got a couple
Better
followers,
humble yourself.
so what, you made a couple
You
dollars?
better humble
So
yourself.
now you think you Donald
You
Trump?
better humble yourself.
You ain't nothing from the jump, boy.
And humble yourself, boy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's OC Kush. I'm here with Suburban Mom and Cordell Miller. We out here vibing on the Korner Konvo podcast this morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Yo,
Good.
I'm humbled by the damn intro. Wow.
Yeah, man.
That was
that was pretty dope.
I've been doing some work.
Damn it,
I
Kush.
wound it
man.
for a
Been
second. I
doing-
looked down. I'm like, wait, I missed.
Yeah. I've been doing some work over here, man. Been doing some work over here and getting
Nice.
some things together. But yeah. How's everybody doing out there in Blunt Ones Mafia, man? You guys showing up this morning. Appreciate you guys hopping in. We will be getting the queue loaded up a little bit later as we be doing the drive-bys. We're going to do those in sections here, so make sure you guys stay tuned with us. Once I open up the queue, though, you guys are free to submit. We'll be doing these random drive-bys as they come in. And for the review process, the Google form does have the sections that we will be voting on, or not voting on, but reviewing as far as the song goes itself.
So that way you can, you know what I'm saying, for either future references, if it's already published, you know what I'm saying, you can go in as far as in your next track and take those notes, or if it is something that is work in progress currently, you could take those into the studio back with you. But we have a lot to talk about today. It was a lot of shit that
Yeah.
happened in the last week throughout the world here. But for the most part, man, I wanted to see real quick with the people out there in Blunt Owns Mafia, man, how's your guys' week going? We do have some big news coming in for those that are new. We have the year-long competition here for Song of the Year. You know what I'm saying? That's going on.
Mhm.
For those that aren't tapped in yet or don't have any knowledge on that, it's partaking on the Downtown Sound, the Friday night and Saturday night episodes of the Blunt Ones Radio Network. But I will throw up this one real quick. It's going to be a little short promo. It's a little shortened compared to what the ones might have seen beforehand. But those that are out there that are wondering what's going on, here's a little bit of a preview for you guys so you guys know what's up.
Who's this? Who's that? Yeah. 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 Who's this? Who's that? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the basis of that right there. That's the basis of that right there. You know what I'm saying? Win Song of the Night, Friday or Saturday night. Get yourself locked in for Song of the Month tournament. Song of the Month tournament winners, $50 prize for that. Plus, you solidify a spot for the Song of the Year at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Suburban Mom so far. And
Woohoo!
Suburban Mom and K3 right now are the first two winners we've had. Suburban Mom on a Friday night, and then K3 coming through on a Saturday night and winning so far on those. Yeah, those were some stiff competitions those nights.
I figured it out though. Like the way the bracket makes sense for me, I gotta be the Jets.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be the Browns, guys.
Gotta be the Jets.
Maybe I
Oh,
could be the
man.
Browns like 2 years ago. They were doing something.
Oh yeah,
little something.
Well, that's when they had that's when they had Odell Beckham Jr. and shit too, huh? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Did I tell you
what a
guys this story
smiling
about
time.
Joe Flacco and me?
And what about
Before
Joe
he shot
Flacco?
himself? After.
So, okay. I like football. You know, I watch it like occasionally, whatever.
Okay.
Way back in the day, I worked at a gas station. I talk about that all the time because I worked there for a really long time. I loved
Right.
that job, I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
during the, football season, I would work in the evenings a lot, like second shift, and we would put the game on for our customers, and we had like a little eating area. It was kind of like a Sheets type jam. It's a Get Go
Okay.
is where I work.
Mm-hmm.
So we put the games on and we'd watch it, and so I got super into it. But I remember, and I want to say he was playing for the Ravens during this time, that Joe Flacco, yeah.
So yeah,
It
this
would
was
annoy
this
me
was before
because
he
I
shot
could
himself.
hear him, and I would be like working, and I would just hear him yelling, and I would be like, "What is this obnoxious man's voice noise? Like, what is this?" And I'd look over at the TV, and I'd always see his face, and he'd be like, and I was just like, "God, I've never heard any of these football players make so much noise," and I just instantly hated him. Like, I don't know what it was
Oh,
about
you
him.
haven't
but I'm like,
heard you haven't heard my wife's
hate
team, the
this guy.
Cowboys. Look, my wife's team, the
Mhm.
Cowboys, Dak Prescott.
Oh,
Here
is
we
he like that?
go. He just
Here we
all
go.
the- Here we
Here we
go.
go.
But
We out here.
he put a bad taste in my mouth. And then I remember I was watching one game, and this was so weird, and I can't even remember when this was, but it was like he was there, and then I kept seeing him twice, and I was like, how is this guy here twice? Well, here, like, his twin brother or something was like the guy for the
Yeah.
other team, and I'm like, there's two of these idiots? Like, no. And the next thing you know, I forgot about it, whatever. But I just remembered that I found that man and his existence so annoying, and then I
That's how
found it
you know
even
the
more
universe
annoying.
fucks with you. Oh, you don't like
There's
that one?
2 of
Check this
them.
out.
There's 2
Here's
Right.
yeah,
another one.
exactly. So from that point on, I was like, don't know that much about football, but I can tell you, I cannot stand Joe Flacco. Then we're watching the Browns game
He was
probably
okay.
10 years later. And I'm like, oh, we're doing good. And they kept showing Joe Flacco. I'm like, what? And I looked around. I said, why do they keep showing Joe Flacco or talking about Joe Flacco? And he looks at me and he's like, that's our quarterback now. And I was
Mhm.
like, what? And as soon as it went to a commercial, and I literally did not know what to do with myself for the rest of that game because we
I
were
mean,
doing well, but we had Joe Flacco, and I hate Joe Flacco. I'm like,
was this the
how is
first
he
time
our
that you knew that?
quarterback? Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
do understand that the Cleveland Browns is the Ravens minor leagues.
Mm.
You do know that, right? That it's been a dumping ground for 12, 15 years.
Whatever. I mean, it
I'm
makes
just
sense, I
saying.
guess.
He said,
I'm just saying.
I'm just
They're
giving
called
you
the
a heads
Browns.
up."
I'm Charlie Kirk in this moment. These are just
Alright, alright,
facts.
alright. I don't wanna be that woke girl.
Mhm.
The
But
Browns
come
are fun
here.
to watch though, because those old dudes play.
They do, and when it snows, it's like the magic dust that lands on the field that makes them play better,
The
I guess.
magic dust.
Mhm.
You tell the Cowboys that they might play better. Ba-doom, boom.
Ooh. Hey,
Take that.
Quinn, you didn't hear that.
Oh, man. How can the
There's magic
Cowboys win
powder on
this
the
week?
field. What?
Lord. Oh, Lord.
Mhm.
That's what they told him in the 90s. Like, hey, Michael Irvin, you see that line down there where it say Cowboys? Yeah, you know what that line is really made of? Yeah, just dive across it.
Put your
dive
face right
across
in
it.
there.
Put your face. You can go face first. They're not gonna say nothing.
Oh
They
my
don't even
god.
know.
Mhm.
Oh my
Man,
god.
they was out there winning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Browns since then because I was like, all right, you know what? I honestly think at
Oh,
this point,
shit.
this team can't make me more mad.
Caleb
They
once
brought in
hurt me.
the one player. Like,
Oh
I don't even
no.
know.
That's
I
the
can't even
danger of
tell
live
you.
shit.
I can't even
Mhm.
tell you players' names, but I knew that player's name because I did not like him. And then he was our quarterback.
That's
Yeah, that's the way it
wild.
goes.
That's
Just
yeah,
like
and
Russell
see,
Wilson moved here.
yeah, it's
Ugh.
you manifested that you manifested it. Like for
Oh
me, and
God.
you can ask Quinn, I literally like despised like once he won or once he went with Seattle and then they had that like issue with beast mode not getting the rock at the 1 and he threw the interception.
Mhm.
I was like, bro, I don't care what the coach tells you. Bro, you're on the 1/2 inch line. Like just give it
Yeah,
to the
what are
guy
you
that literally
Win.
doing?
can run through walls and just
Right.
Why,
go.
why
Like you
wouldn't
could
you
have made that
win as opposed
decision.
to try to be that prima? Ugh.
Mhm.
I
You
Yeah.
hate
had
him.
the
I hate him.
opportunity to literally, solidify that win right there, and I was like, ugh. And then he got
It
here
was
in
disgusting.
Pittsburgh, and I'm like, I looked at my wife like, oh, are you kidding me?
I did laugh at that. I thought that was funny, but like I wasn't a
Uh,
Broncos fan, but just knowing he lived here. Ugh. Fuck out.
yeah, yeah.
You're not you like you did you bring her with you? Ugh. Why? Just go,
Oh.
Oh
please.
my
Just go.
goodness.
We've just never had any luck. Like I remember way back, like I go through spurts of like getting really into the Browns and getting really excited about them, and I always get disappointed. So now at this point, I'm like, I'm just not even gonna get on the roller coaster anymore. I'm just
But that's
gonna
what makes
watch
them
it from
fun
a
to watch.
distance. I know.
We
Like
need
I was so
we
excited
need
about
people to get
Baker.
excited about it because some of us already know.
Hmm.
I know. But like Baker Mayfield, I was like, yeah, all right, cool.
Baker
And
Mayfield was the truth. I like that.
But
I liked
Baker
his little
was
run.
being stupid. He hurt his freaking shoulder and then he's still trying to like wail stuff out and he's like taking sacks and stuff. And I'm like, bro, you're
Take my
gonna
arm. I
die.
don't
Please,
need it.
please chill. You're the only good player that
I'm
we
already
have.
on the Browns. This is it. Yeah.
Oh my god. And then we had Braylon Edwards for a while. That guy was he was like the wide receiver or something. I don't even know. But I called him holes for hands because it was just like what the hell? People would throw the ball. the perfect throw. I mean, the perfect spiral, the perfect speed, and he would have his hands up. His hands would touch the ball, and then somehow it's like it just glitched through the back of his head somehow and just kept going.
Oh, that one high. It's too hot. It's
They
too
didn't
hot.
let him get the. They didn't let him get the sticky hands gloves. That's
Oh
why.
my god!
They
He
didn't
would essentially
explain like
hand it off to him, and he'd
the
drop it.
nerve endings in his hands didn't respond properly. Instead of him feeling the pressure of the ball,
God.
it sent the signal to his brain that said it was hot.
I
Mhm.
He
can't
had to
tell you
throw
how
it
many
down.
times
Ah!
he got hit in the face with a football. Like, what are you doing? God. Like, is this your first time playing? Let me put my 5-year-old
Just
out there.
got
They
here.
probably would catch the ball about as well as you do.
So besides in the as far as the NFL goes, besides the Browns kind of being on fire as a team, right? And I don't mean like on fire as in the good way.
Like a
They're
dumpster. Like a
burning.
dumpster.
Right,
More like
right,
a dumpster
right.
and a
I have
hurricane.
this video here. We're gonna kind of discuss.
My child, I'm sorry.
Go
My
ahead.
child just scared the ever living. Holy crap. She just snuck up on me. The TV is in front of me. It's not on. It's black. So it's like a creepy black blurry mirror. I
Oh,
just see her standing next to me, not saying anything.
you're here. Oh shit.
Oh my
Hey,
god. I'm
hey,
so
you.
sorry
On
for
some ring
everyone's
shit.
ears.
That was like on some ring shit.
Dude, she was just standing like, I'm like,
It'd be wilder if she came out the TV. That would have been
whoa.
crazy.
See, I think I'm lucky. All my
Sorry,
kids
guys.
is my size. Like
I'm
one
gonna
of them
mute.
bigger. I ain't gonna front, but they my size to the point where it's like you can't sneak up on me.
Right, right. Oh my goodness.
See?
We're gonna watch this video here because we were talking about the fire. We
yes,
did discuss a
indeed.
little bit before the show started this right here. So I was able to pull up this video here. It's a little news article. I'm not sure if it is local for them as far as the NBC news side of things, or if it's just in the new NBC hub. But we're gonna take a listen to this. I don't know if some of you guys are aware, but yeah, there is a bunch of fires burning in California right now.
Palisades,
Mhm.
Sunset fires. Like LA is, they're it's on fire.
Yeah, it's burning. It's burning. But we're gonna check out what they got to say about it, and we'll kind of talk through throughout the video here. I'll give it some pause moments and stuff. But yeah, this is the NBC News based off of the California fires out there.
Right now, though, we're going to go to Julia Dang. Julia's live in News Chopper 4. You're over the Palisades fire. Julia, I know that during the worst of this, you were struggling to be able to just maneuver the cameras in News Chopper 4. What's it like for you this morning? And we're seeing the images. This fire is still blazing.
This is still burning out of control, Lynette. And let me
OC
just
Kush,
remind you, during
out
the
of
worst
control.
of this, we could not even fly. We didn't have chopper coverage of these fires until about 24, 25 hours after they first ignited. So when we were flying yesterday, that's right, early in the afternoon, it was so gusty out here. I was having trouble controlling the camera in the back of the helicopter. It feels different right now. It feels like a far less bumpy ride. So when it comes to wind conditions, we can feel that difference. But I don't know if that's making much of a difference when it comes to the firefight, because this is already so massive. More than 17,000 acres burning, 0% containment. When I signed off about 5 hours ago, I was actually shooting this exact same leading edge of
It
the
straight
fire.
looks like
This is the
Mordor
east
from like Lord of the
edge
Rings.
the Palisades fire.
Like, that's crazy.
This is just west of the 405. And around midnight, the firefight was focused on making sure this did not march toward the freeway. So when we last mapped it, it was about 2.5 miles west of the 405. This is right by Getty Center Drive, that exit off the 405. If I zoom out here, and we're going to have to do some mapping, we did just get on station here. If I zoom out here, you might be able to make out where the 405 freeway is. But this is on the edge of communities in Brentwood. This is exploding in size also on the south side towards Santa Monica. And you can see some more helicopters coming in now. I know the fire captain was talking about how tricky it is to fight this from above.
Exploding in size might not be the best choice of words, just saying.
Attack
Right.
from above overnight. But
That's
we
what's
were
gonna
seeing
come
Or
a
it's the
number of
perfect
water
choice of
drops,
words.
around 5 hours ago, midnight, when we were last over this exact same spot.
Julia, can you talk to us about, I mean, we just heard from a firefighter just a moment ago. I'm not sure if you were able to hear part of that interview. I know that you're really busy, but he was saying while they were prepared, they were not prepared for the sheer power of some of these wind gusts. He said that some were clocked up to 99 miles per hour, and they were not prepared for how erratic the winds are. Taking a look at it this morning, we know that things are a bit calmer. Does it look like it's going to be a much more predictable firefight for the guys and gals on the front lines today?
We hope so, and it's interesting, Adrian. That's a great question because the wind variability and just how erratically the winds are blowing, that has been tricky, and that's something that we can show with our helicopter camera. We were trying to zoom in yesterday on not just the smoke plumes to show the direction they were moving in, but dry brush around these fires, and you can see the way that trees are blowing. Things are not necessarily moving in a predictable direction with the forecasted direction of the wind, and that's why this specific fire, more so than the others we've covered across LA County, this fire has been expanding in every direction, and it's marching right now toward.
I just want to point out that it says 17,000 plus acres and 0% contained. So they've been working that long and none of it's contained.
The east.
That is just, I mean, I don't know what it's like to fight a fire, but to me, I feel like that's almost
have calmed down significantly
inexcusable.
since
0%
yesterday and the day before when we could.
I mean, I
not
guess
even
it's
fly.
possible that it could be just
I
that.
don't know if this is
The
going
winds
to
are,
make much of a
they said the
difference
winds
when
are
it
the
comes to the
sustained
firefight
36
against
miles per hour, gusts up to
17,200
99
acres.
They know that they've
0%
got wild
containment.
winds, but it's easy to use,
And we saw
and
Steve
it's easy to
Gutenberg
create
in
the
Jacob's
scapegoat.
story.
I do think that there is some agenda behind these particular fires. They're way too close to the people, and the people that live there have lived there for many a year, knowing what they live in. They've been able to avoid this,
Right.
you know, to a certain extent. There are some other places that, you know, fires happen, but
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in LA. You know, I'm from South Central,
Mm-hmm.
and to know that this is happening that close to that particular community, it evokes all kind of emotion. It makes me sad, but I do think, like you said, it's controlled.
Well,
It's
that
it,
and
it's definitely. I feel like it's democratic outrage. I think they're just
yeah.
mad. Oh, you're making us give up all of our little ideas and our chances at the money. Okay, well here, take this on the way out. I think that's what it is.
Right. And it's possible too, that's what I was just gonna say, that there's some underlying political things going on with this. There's a Reddit that I follow, and somebody had posted on there just a screenshot from an NPR article from June 5th, 2023.
Mm.
And it
Good
said
morning, G.
firefighting is mostly white and male. A California program aims to change that. And I was hoping they linked the actual article here. They did not. But the consensus among the thread was basically, I don't care what color a firefighter is if they are saving my life and they are stopping a fire, which,
Right.
you know, I mean, that's, and then there's another article here that I found. LA Mayor Karen Bass cut fire department funding by $17.6 million as she was focused on homeless spending months before these wildfires turned the city into a hellscape. So, I mean, it doesn't really, I'm just kind of
Right.
glancing through the article here, but there are some budgets that we should not be cutting. And I really do think that police and firefighter,
Yeah, they deserve
it's
their cut.
essential. It's essential
They
to
don't
use
need
their
to. They don't need to
terminology.
be edited or to pay for other things.
No.
I mean, like I know that I have a very controversial outlook on most subjects, but homelessness is a choice,
Mm.
you know, and it's a choice. Emergency is not. And
Right.
any help or rescue or assistance and aid that I can receive in the course of an emergency is not only greatly appreciated, but just for the sake of society, it's necessary. This is why I pay the
Right.
taxes. I don't cry about taxes. I love
Well,
tax season. This
when
is
you think of
Christmas.
when you think about it on a bigger picture level, okay, so you are cutting the fire department funding to try to fight homelessness. Now we have
Makes
a
no sense.
fire that is raging through the city, and I literally saw another post today from it was one of the band members from one of my favorite bands, Spirit Box. He lost his home in this fire.
Jesus.
So we now have people losing their homes because we don't have enough firefighters out here to be able to, battle this.
But that too
Isn't
could
it
be a part of the plan.
counterproductive?
No, it's it's
Exactly.
Yeah, I
it's a
know that
part of the
We
T1D.
plan
I
actually
know about
because
that
now we keep
T1D.
those homeless, those homeless organization directors in a job.
Mhm.
We keep those people that work. Oh yeah, I go to the outreach every day. That's my job. Clock
Now
in and
listen,
make
listen.
$26 an hour while the dude walk around with a blanket.
Right. Now listen, so
Yeah.
T1D said, fun fact, garbage men didn't become essential workers until COVID. Now here's the thing. I thought
Really?
What?
I thought it was weird in my own thought process. I think it's weird how the essential workers during that time
I
specifically,
never
and
heard
then
the
after,
term before COVID.
really, really, okay. So,
I
well,
really didn't.
Wait, what?
there was need for it prior to I think it was like 8 years prior to when we had the other little scare with Ebola and all that. But
Oh, I was in the streets
Oh.
then. I'm
right.
I'm
So
sorry.
with that being said though, right? With that being said though, the fun fact that he has there, the other fun fact to that is the essential workers that were deemed essential, every single one of them, the job title itself, less than 100,000 a year.
Mm.
So the
But
people
you're
that run,
essential.
the
Yeah.
people that are
Yeah.
essentially there to run the economy for us, all make less than 100,000.
Yeah, I was essential as an H&R. Well, I was a Jackson Hewitt representative. I was essential somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in a Walmart.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
well. All right.
Yeah, you were essential because you were essential to making sure that the government got that money.
Right. Right. Right.
Essential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Essential. That's
Until
so
they
I
tried to
just
turn
ridiculous
me
to
I
into
me.
thought
a
that fact
telemarketer.
when I seen that fact I thought that was the weirdest thing because I was thinking about all the
It
people in
really
my
is.
area that were deemed essential and I'm like, damn, like
We're all essential
they're
over
they're
here, but
essential. Like I don't. How are you essential in the
you
fact
watch
Yeah,
the
that you
movies,
keep
because
the
right?
it's so
right like
I don't even like the whole like connotation almost of that word. It's just you're saying that this person's more important than this person. I do understand it like garbage removal, firefighters, like
I thought they
those
had like unions and stuff. I figured like again, I hadn't heard the term until COVID, and that's my fault. I played with my life a little early. I did other shit,
hmm
but hearing it and knowing what it means, like, yeah, why wouldn't they have been? They were essential in the '70s. They were essential in the '50s. Like
they've
who
always
who
been
else?
essential. Has
Yeah,
anyone ever watched Dirty Jobs? I mean, that's the truth of it. It's
I
like a dirty
tried.
job, but
I
I said
somebody
I
tried.
has
tried.
to
It
do
it
it.
always came on during dinner time, so it's like,
Yeah,
nah,
it
turn
was like
channel
I
up.
try
yeah.
to like so
He's standing
my
in shit.
mom and I really ought to start doing this because she did this when I was a
What?
kid and I thought it was super cool. But she every year around Christmas time would go to a store and get like a little box candy or cookies or whatever. And she would put one in the mailbox for like the post office workers or the delivery people,
Oh, like little presents.
mailman. Yeah, and she would also do it for the garbage men, and I always remember doing it for the
hmm
garbage men because she would be so worried about how she would present it on top of the trash can because she didn't want them to see it and think that it was like trash and just throw it
Throw it away.
away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we would like I remember the one time it was like raining really hard and so we had to like I had to help her and we were kind of trying to come up with a idea
Right.
as to how we could waterproof it but make it not look like trash just so they
hmm
would know. But it was cool because it really made me think as a kid like what it would be like if we didn't have these services. And even as an adult now like I have
I
trash pickup
I can
and
tell you in Denver,
crap
we burned
that
the
crap
trash. We used to burn it.
Mm.
That was everybody
Ugh.
had pits in the backyard. Like we would burn your trash.
I mean, we did that a little bit in the country, just paper and stuff like that.
They well, yeah, they
Because
started coming out with
we didn't
rules that
have
you can't burn
recycling.
this. And once
Yeah.
plastic came into play, like mid '70s,
No,
plastic
yeah,
was prevalent,
styrofoam.
and
Yeah.
they were like, you can't. Well, they always said you couldn't burn the styrofoam. Like
Yeah.
when that
I always
plastic
would burn it
came,
because I like they say we can't do this. Why? And
like,
it
let's
looks
see.
cool.
Oh, that's why, because we would probably enjoy it, but no.
Yeah.
They 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 put out so many rules about the plastics. That's when they actually started up the garbage service, and all the dumpsters got installed, and it went into the taxes, and nobody gave a shit. We got money, we'll pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it over time it became a thing. But again, I felt like something like that has always been
Oh,
essential.
what's good time? I didn't even
Sure.
see you, time. My fault.
Yeah,
My
he's
fault.
in
I'm
there.
doing
I
a
was gonna
bunch of
say
other
though,
stuff over
like
here.
Yeah,
our trash can and our recycle gets so full that sometimes by the end of the week, and we're just one family, and we're not a very big family. We're shoving crap down, trying to make more room to put it in there, and I'll get like frustrated when there's like a holiday and the delivery or the pickup gets kind of pushed back, whatever, and then I'm like, wait, they didn't come, But then I stop and think about it. It's like, what if they never came? Like, what if they went on strike or
Prince, just a
something?
heads up,
Like,
man. It's still a 4 minute
man.
timer on the. Yeah, you resubmitted. Okay, you're good. I'm gonna see if this one works. You go ahead. My fault, Suburban Mom. Go ahead.
no, you're good. But like, if they weren't there and they weren't doing that, and I'm really lucky that I haven't had to experience, like our local trash pickup going on a
And
strike or
strikes.
anything like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
But I can't, like, that would suck. And you just imagine like how quickly, and it's especially when you see like we'll have that local, it's like I think everybody does it. They have like the local trash
Mm-hmm.
pickup day or whatever, and it's like rubbish day, and you can put old furniture and whatever out. How much
Bulk
stuff, and I
pickup. Yeah,
hate it
that's the
when
bulk pickup
yeah,
days. Yeah.
you drive around and all of a sudden it looks like you're like going through Samson and Sons like freaking neighborhood because it's
Yeah.
just garbage, like old decrepit TVs and stuff, and it's like, oh God, I wish they would just come pick this stuff up. This looks so bad, but
Right.
it's like it really makes you think. Like, first of all, that's crazy.
Gee,
What it
you
would
are
be like if
wild this morning. What is going on? She's first.
I'm trying to figure out
She's talking
what
about
she's
we
what
don't need firemen. She said we don't
I
need
didn't get
garbage
that
men
part.
either.
The
She
second
said,
part I relate to though.
mm-hmm,
She's on point with that. That's a Southwest philosophy. If your house is on fire, just go buy another house.
mm-hmm.
Ah, wow, yeah.
Right. And then she said we don't need garbage men. If put out right, it will take care of itself and ferment. I don't think I said that right, but the worms and
Ferment?
etc. That's what she was saying in here,
Ew.
man. I don't
Oh, that's
know.
right. I keep forgetting English not our first language. So fertilize is what you meant.
Right.
But no, it's not exactly the way it works. Again,
No,
same
some are
problem with
not
burning it.
biodegradable. Some are not biodegradable when
It's
it
the
comes to trash.
plastics.
Yeah.
It's the plastics and all of this stuff that it's the future. We got to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anybody in the chat,
Yeah.
everybody in the chat, if you haven't seen Idiocracy, you definitely need to
Mm.
watch the movie Idiocracy. It's worth it, even if you just look at Maya Campbell in that little T-shirt. That shit was hot.
That kind of that whole point that you just made reminds me of something that I have like on a little
I
list
said
of things
Maya
that
Campbell, Maya Rudolph. I'm sorry.
Maya Rudolph.
I said
But
Maya
stuff to
Campbell.
talk about is like some of the fast fashion industry, like as far as like things being biodegradable and waste and pollution. Like these freaking places like Temu and Shein. Do you guys mess with that at all? Do you order stuff from like Temu? You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's my.
about?
You hear my microphone?
You got your
Do I
microphone
hear? I
from
don't hear your
Temu?
I got
microphone. I don't hear it. It ain't talking to
Yeah. I
me.
think it's good
I
that we
got my
don't hear your
microphone.
I hear
I
you
got my
on the mic.
microphone. I got my soundboard. My auto tune comes from Temu. That's why it sounds like
So
that.
That's why it sounds like that. She was like, "Oh, makes sense."
no, I mean they have some good things, but like the fashion stuff, like I went down a deep rabbit hole, and my daughter has some headphones that we got her from Temu, and I like took them after I watched this thing and I was like, you're not using these anymore because I'm
Mm-hmm.
scared. Like there's lead in a lot of their clothing products. There's like dyes and things they use that are like banned in tons of countries.
Oh
Wild
no.
stories about people having received packages from Temu with like live Chinese scorpions inside and stuff, which
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
think that wasn't done on purpose, but hello, terrifying. Like I don't want to open up my little,
Hey
swimsuit
man, not
cover
only
I
up.
did
got
you
good
get your
news for
listen,
you.
you got a product and a
And
pet.
a
Look
free
at that
pet.
shit.
I got good
Say
news for you
less.
though.
No,
Say less.
So
no.
you literally you don't have to worry about that as much. It's never going to be a 0% chance that happens. There's always going
Oh,
to be
right.
that slim possibility. However, you don't have to worry about it as those tariffs that are going to go into effect. That's what
Yes.
that's for.
Thank you. But
That
see, this
avoids that.
lady,
Mm-hmm.
they had a woman on this show from some university. It actually, she was from Canada, from what I remember, and she worked in a lab.
Do
And
it, Alec.
basically, she had a lot of background in just understanding poisons and things like that. And
Mhm.
she was part of this lab that would test items basically to make sure that they were consumer safe. And they did tests on 2 items that were purchased from Temu. I think it was either Temu or Shein, whatever. Children's items, okay? So a little red leather purse and this very cute, I will say, very cute little like fake leather little like cardigan jacket thing for like a baby. They
Mhm.
tested these items and like I'm probably going to get the numbers wrong, but the accepted range of like lead contamination or exposure for children is like 0.005 or something. And this thing had like 5,000 like parts per million or whatever. Like it was off
Oh,
the charts in lead. And lead poisoning is something that it doesn't have immediate effects on you. That
Mm-hmm.
is something that
It's long
years later
term.
you're going to have cognitive, yeah. It can really, really mess with you, and especially young children because it builds up sort of like in their brains and stuff, from what I understand. And
but
so some of
is it?
these items have this in, and there's no regulation or oversight on it because it's coming from a foreign country.
Mm-hmm.
And I
But
freaked
are
out
they
and I'm like,
sending
I've
that to us specifically and
never.
keeping the good for themselves? Because what I
Let's
do know
see.
is that statistically, the Chinese people live longer.
Well, then they're not wearing that, let me tell you. But what
Like
else
maybe
is
maybe
really
his mama got him the right vest when he was born. He got to wear it for 8 weeks. He'll build an immunity.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be
I mean,
stronger,
I
faster, or
don't
whatever.
think so. I think it's literally just they're trying to make these
We
things
don't do
cheap.
SoundCloud, Alec. We don't do SoundCloud
I
on
know
here.
that they've made USB cables that somehow or another infiltrate and mess with products,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah, and
I
I
still
wouldn't be
don't figure out how you've
surprised.
done that. But that's literally on purpose too. That's
Right,
generally
right.
what I got from Temu. I got a bunch of
But
USB cables.
on top of
I
all
did
that,
get
on top
5,000 rolling papers.
Yeah, all
no,
I know
don't
is my
put that in
Roku
your mouth.
TV, my
I
Roku
smoked all
TV.
of them.
Look, my Roku TV remote can fucking can work my LED lights.
Bro, no.
I swear to God, me and the
That's
wife,
dope.
it is, but it isn't. Like when we found out,
Right.
it was
I'm
not
willing.
dope. Look, we found out by watching TV. We went to turn the fucking volume up, and the damn LED started strobing and shit. I was like, "What the
Oh,
fuck?"
That's crazy.
We didn't tie 2 and 2 together with the remote yet. We were just like, "What the fuck happened here?" And
Mm.
my
see,
wife's
yeah,
like,
I'm worried. I got a Temu hoodie.
I'm scared. I'm like, for what? She's like, I didn't do that. I was like, I didn't do it either. Maybe the ghost did it. I don't fucking know. And then we just kind of
Man,
went about it for like the next half hour. We went to go turn the TV down and then do some other shit with the remote, and the lights started flickering again. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is
remote.
going on here?
Uh,
I tied it
That's a
together
bonus,
afterwards.
bro.
It
It's a
is, but
bonus.
it isn't. Like that shit
That's weird.
wild. It was wild
That's
in
You
me.
was
weird.
Like,
scared for a second, but you was over it. You didn't even have to pay extra for the thrill.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But see,
Slightly,
above
slightly.
and beyond potentially being poisoned by these products,
I'm
okay?
always going to vote yes for Temu. Goddamn it! I got a pair of
No.
Temu shoes. I got 50 pairs of socks for $10.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
You ain't getting that
above and
everywhere.
beyond that, above and beyond that, the labor, and I know people talk about like, oh, Nike is sweatshops, da 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 da. But the labor conditions that these people were working in these facilities is absurd. Like, there's a woman who did a full documentary on this. She found somebody who was part
Here we
of
go,
an
Karen.
undercover investigative unit in South China and had her go undercover, some Project Veritas style, reporting. So she went
Mm-hmm.
undercover with a camera in some of these because what they do is they contract out production companies to
Did
make
she have
these items.
the glasses camera?
But I'm
The
saying, like,
I
Gemini
don't
they
know.
glasses?
still they
These
still live
people,
longer and generally have a better quality of life as far as they know. I mean, the problem in this is we care.
Mm-hmm.
but we should care. These people are
No,
working.
why?
Listen, because they are working
It's
Like
their job.
29, they get 1 day off per month. No, but these companies are breaking Chinese labor laws. So they're working like every
So
day
shouldn't
of
the
the month
Chinese police
for
be in
1
their
day.
helmet about it?
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. 1 day, they get 1 day off a week, right?
It means
Or I'm
it's not
sorry,
a
1 day
law.
off a month. 1 day off a month maybe. And then on top of that, they are expected to pump out like 500 garments per day is the requirement. So they're not done working until they sew together 500 garments. It takes me weeks to make to sew one little outfit for my child if
That's
I
why
choose
you
to do
don't
that.
work there, Mom. Come on.
I know, but
You think they would keep you? They'd be pushing you. Oh no, you leave. You leave now. You know finished. You know
then
finished. You leave.
We don't need you
on
here.
top
Go
of
ahead.
that, on top of that, okay,
It's a
they work
job.
but they're working their whole lives away, and essentially what they end up getting
Oh,
is 500. Equivalent to it's like 560 yen a month, and that's only if they
welcome to
meet those
Earth.
Yeah.
We
quotas.
all
But
do that,
that's
Mom.
just
Talk to the
Everybody works
bees.
their life away.
Just
I'm
talk to the
concerned.
bees.
I
Talk to the
know, but
bees.
for
Just talk to the
this is
bees.
What
like we're not
generates
even
this
talking a
this
living
excess
wage.
sympathy for these particular people? I've
I'm
Mm-hmm.
seen
not.
TikToks where
Listen,
they're
I'm
slapping chips
not.
in the boxes and
No,
shit.
no, no, no,
This
no.
shit is crazy.
I personally, if it was up to me, I would just say close the doors to China. I don't want to have anything to do with China because I personally do
Yo,
not see anything good coming out of that country. That's just my opinion
again,
because
I got my microphone
I don't.
Just a heads
That
up to everybody out there
and
in the
my
chat.
auto tune. Like,
Nobody's individual opinions up here reflect anything to do with the Blunt Ones Radio Network as a whole. These are
oh,
specifically
there's no
individual
racism
opinions.
involved. I see it. I
I'm
see it
not
as a
saying
country
I'm
thing.
not
I
Like
saying
it
mean,
they're
makes
yeah.
racist
sense.
people. I'm just
It
saying
makes
like
sense.
No, I
as a
get what you're saying. I'm
country,
just saying.
I understand the sympathy for those people, and that life
communism,
is hard if
maybe
they knew
not
our
cool.
life.
Viruses,
Because
Right.
in
maybe not
comparison,
cool.
in
Poisonous
comparison, they could
clothing,
be tougher.
maybe not cool. Like making people work every day, 24 hours a day, and like bleeding and
Nobody's
making
making
awful clothes.
anybody do
Maybe not
anything.
cool.
Mom, mom, mom.
I'm just saying, if we don't buy the products, then they can't
So
sell
you
them to
just want to
us.
boycott then altogether.
I
You just want to
do. I
No,
boycott
do.
what
the.
you
I
want to
would
do
never
is
buy anything from
pay
there ever.
$500 for a $50 item.
Mhm.
Because that's what happens when we got to wait on Americans to sew 500 garments a day. It ain't happening,
Mhm.
first of all.
Well,
And
no, I think
the
we need
American
to.
sewing situation is going to charge me so much more for
True.
what they're producing.
Well, yeah,
It's a
because
mass production.
the
This
thing
is what
is,
they work in. They deal in mass production. If
right.
you can't be part of the mass production, best believe we're not. What are we going to, are they going to take them out back and shoot them or some shit? Is that happening?
Mhm.
Like,
I'm
if it's
not
that
sure.
bad, that sucks. Then I wouldn't buy that shit. Don't shoot nobody because he couldn't make mine fast enough.
Right,
But,
right.
the truth
You
is,
know,
I mean,
the
if it
little
was
kid that made my little soundboard, his little fingers was kind of shitty. It's loose.
It's
oh my
it's
God.
loose. Mine ended up
Oh
getting
my
like that
God.
too. I had to throw mine away after about 7 months.
The
But that's the thing.
thought
It's about
process
a mass
is,
production of cheap product. It's cheap
yeah.
product. You know you're making cheap product. When I stuffed joints for Willie Nelson in Colorado, I had to stuff joints for a living. It's cheap product. I know what that shit is. That's why I don't buy it now because I
Yeah.
know what it is.
Mhm.
But
I think
it's still going to be the cheapest product that they can sell at the highest price.
yeah, it was a high profit point, and it's appealing to Americans because as of right now, I mean, everybody's struggling. Inflation is a thing, and so if you can buy an outfit and look cute, and it's only going to cost you, $20 versus, I don't know, $150 at Kohl's, then yeah, you're going to do that. But the bigger issue is like these fast fashion companies, they contribute to 10% of the world's global pollution. They are only under
10%.
fuel and oil.
10%.
Right, but when you
That
look at the chart, it's like fuel and oil, fast fashion is like just underneath it. That's
it's
insane.
Well, that's
fast
because
fashion.
even the department
I need it.
stores are getting it from the same sources that we're getting it from through
Exactly.
Temu or any other
Exactly.
app that be doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
10%. We're really gonna we're gonna try to. It's like we're eliminating something, but there is no replacement. All of the solutions are beyond anybody's scope. I
Well, I
can't
think just
spend
sustainable
$300
clothing.
for a $40 pair of shorts
No,
Right.
but you could go to the Goodwill and you
and wear
could
somebody else's shorts, possibly the
Yes.
shorts they died in. Come on, Mom.
Well, at least it won't be the shorts you die in because they're not going to poison you.
I hope not. Because God forbid they took the suit off of him after the funeral and now it's got embalming fluid laced in it. We can get deep.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Oh my goodness. Hey, on
It
that
can
note,
happen.
look.
There is never a 0%.
On that note,
Never.
we'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back
Take
with
my
some drive-by
chances with
whips, man.
Goodwill.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got up first on this drive-by review process that we got going on. I will again have the submission form open a little bit later too, so we can get some more in here. But for this segment here, we got about 3 that we're gonna be doing. This one from Prince K. I don't. Is it called Ain? Ain?
Ain.
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 Ain. All right.
Ain.
Ain. This is
We
Prince
all just
Kato.
sounded so intelligent.
That is
It's aim.
Oh man, it's ain't without the with a silent T.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ayan.
Ian. Ew. I
Ain.
don't know. Anyway, this is Prince Kato.
Arrow.
We're gonna go through this review process here and give
Ain.
him our 1 through 5 on each one of those categories. This one though, Prince K, listed in the other category. Let's tap in.
Came back from a show, I need some company. Tryna get this girl from an academy. Yeah, ask me why I'm calling, said she mad at me. Yeah, then she say she coming, I say obviously. Yeah, all I need, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. Yeah, all I need, yeah, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. I heard a knock, it's probably bitches at the door. I don't order, bitch, I cop it by the store. No security, don't run up on me wrong. Oh, what the fuck, you thought this shit was just a song? Round here we be getting business on the regular. Fees are always blowing up my cellular. Out of this world, I'm probably choking on some nebula. From the top, oh yeah, the view is so spectacular. Better be quiet when I go record. Bitch, I'm a boss. Get on your knees like I'm a fucking god. Why you looking lost? It's that shit they never heard before. I got plenty more. Hit it till it's sore. I'm a pussy connoisseur. If it's for my bitch, I go spend digits on the bag. I do it cause I know how all these bitches need to brag. Call me just to feed her. I'm like, bitch, I'm not your dad. Always hella driven, so I smoke a lot of gas. All I need, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. All I need, yeah, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. Girl, is you riding? Are you all in? I might have to go to work till the morning. Girl, is you riding? Are you all in? Always gotta work till the morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was All I Need. That's what the AIN is. We're sitting here thinking it's a word, and it's actually an acronym.
Oh, I feel kind of stupid now.
I'm so glad I be hanging out with Kush because I'd still be like, yeah, y'all like that? I like that little shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was Prince K though on that one. All I Need. Go ahead, guys. We're gonna go through this process here. We got quality, we got relatability, and replayability that we're gonna be giving the scale on. Go ahead, somebody. Go ahead and take the floor real quick.
I'll start. So
All right.
quality, that's a 5. I mean, the mix sounded really good. It was nice and crisp and loud, and everything felt like it was living in its own space. So that was a 5 for me. Relatability, I'm just gonna go 4 because like I feel like it'd be like for me, like I don't really need pussy, so I have my own. Thank you.
You lucky ass.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I mean, again, I've talked a little bit about like kind of just. I mean, his lyrics were very unique, and I liked what he was saying. But just kind of like some reoccurring themes that I've heard in other songs. So that's the only reason I'm just gonna take like 1 point away from that because like your lyrics have got to be crazy unique to hit a 5 for me. I think is just where I sit with that. And then replayability, that's a 5. I would love to hear that again, and I hope that he brings that through Downtown Sound because I think that could very easily win song of the night.
There you go. And just a quick thing I wanted to I totally forgot to touch on this when we had the pre-production. If we do get strict 5s like we've gotten previously, if we do start getting strict 5s, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide those over and we will replay those at the end of the show since they got the strict 5.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes.
Just moving forward on the Corner Convo podcast, when we do the reviews, if they do get flawless 5s, we'll slide them over and replay them again at the
flawless
end.
5.
Flawless 5.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
So, go ahead, Cordell. What were you gonna say on this one for this review?
So for me, the quality is definitely a 5. I honestly felt like at the very beginning I was concerned about the mix, but it just kind of flowed right in. You can hear him wrangle it. He grabbed it and he held it the whole song. And I'm listening to this track. I can definitely relate. So I'm giving it 5 for the quality because I heard everything, and 5 for the relatability because again, it is all I need. Like the rest of that shit don't matter, and I think that was the point he was trying to get across. I feel like this is a young man that may or may not have had an epiphany and is coming around into some real manhood type shit. You know, quite possibly approaching dad gang status, or at least aware of it. But this is good work for me. I enjoyed that. So relatability is 5, replayability is a 5. He's got a flawless 5 on my end.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually right with you. I'm right with you on that too. I think this is obviously more of a male-driven
Exactly.
on the second status when it comes to relatability.
Sorry, guy.
And now I'm not saying just male. Obviously, there's the females that also might partake in that. So the relatability on both ends of the spectrum are there. You know what I'm saying? They are there. So again, that's why for me, same points that you were making. Heard everything, relatability, and then replayability it's a bop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm gonna slide this one over, Prince. We'll definitely tap into this one after we get finished all the other review processes later on in the show. So that will be lined up towards the end of the show. We got another track coming in. This one is from the Waylay Wolves. This one specifically though is Time and Suburban Mom on this one, right?
Yep.
All right, so
This is the country joint.
Yeah, this is like it's kind of got a country vibe to it, so it's still a work in progress. But I told him we would try to roll it through today, so
Got
some
you.
of the
I haven't
feedback
heard
on
it
it.
yet. I'm excited.
Yeah, so she'll be sitting this review process out. We're gonna go ahead. Me and Cordell will give her our reviews here. You guys in the chat as well. Make sure you guys tap in. The ones that are in the chat, submitting tracks or anything like that. Make sure you guys tap in on that review process part of the description on the form and kind of give your own critiques and reviews as well for these artists out here. But this one coming in called "My Only Friend," Waylay Wolves. Let's go.
quarter at the bottom of a jukebox. Supposed to be a quarter to phone call to Louisiana. Now she's gone and found herself another man. I guess that's why the quarter's at the bottom all over again. Through heartache and laughter, you show me you care. You know all my secrets, you've seen every tear. With your melodies and whiskey, you never let me pretend. In this ballroom of life, you're my only friend. He doesn't know I'm still pacing in the parking lot. Gotta go, but I don't wanna head back to Louisiana. No. Stash of quarters in a solo cup on the dash. I saved him up for the toll, but I could play our song real fast. Pretend that we're still dancing and make the memory last. Through heartache and laughter, you show me you care. You know all my secrets, you've seen every tear. With your melodies and whiskey, you never let me pretend. In this ballroom of life, you're my only friend. Through heartache and laughter, you show me you care. You know all my secrets, you've seen every tear. With your melodies and whiskey, you never let me pretend. In this ballroom of life, you're my only friend.
All right, that was My Only Friend. That was Waylay Wolves. That was Time and Suburban Mom on that one. Cordell, what did you think about this?
Uh-oh, he's muted.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
There he
I
is.
was-
That Timu microphone's messing with you, bro.
It got chilly in here, so I had turned the car on, and yeah, I got a lot of feedback right at the end there. And I'm trying to make
Oh.
sure I didn't come back in with it. My bad though.
Oh,
You good? You
okay.
good?
Your car isn't from Timu, right?
No, I wish I could get one from Temu. That'd be dope.
I'm just kidding.
It'd be cheap enough that it's worth it. Like
I mean,
$350.
they could probably do like a
I
little
wonder
smart
if you.
card.
I wonder if anybody's done that where they bought the car out the team thing, thinking it was like an
don't
actual car, and it ended up
Like
coming back as a
little,
little Tykes joint.
Oh my god.
The little electronic
That's
one.
Oh my god.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
the song in itself, my first thought when I'm listening to this, I didn't hear country. But I don't listen to country, so I don't know. I do like the vibe and I like the vocal. My thoughts again kept turning to the third act. This is the reconciliation song. This is the song of realization. This is a song of actual acknowledgement and acceptance. What most people are looking for when they're mad at their significant other, this is it. And for me, its presentation just kind of recreated, and it actually encouraged me to relive several of those moments. I've been with the same person for 22 years. We've had so many third acts, it ain't even funny. But
Right.
I can hear that, and with that refrain in the chorus, my only friend, like this is literally fives across the board. It's flawless for its quality. I can hear the vocals. I can hear the lyrics. I can relate to the lyrics. And yeah, next time somebody make me feel like I'm gonna cry or be upset or something, I'm mad she ate all the bacon or whatever it may be,
Remember, she's your
I can
only
play this.
friend.
I can play this, and she get away with it. Damn it!
Ah, yes. You're welcome, Mrs. Cordell.
This is this is nice.
Eat that bacon, girl. Eat it.
Okay.
And again, I do see it as more. It's definitely a third act moment. So like, I honestly, if you haven't shopped it around, Netflix buys everything.
Mm.
Oh.
This they will use this in the third act of one of them little teen dramas,
Oh God.
and it's a win.
Pretty Little Liars.
Hey.
Whatever show it may be,
Hey.
they have so much product. They need this music. Like, I'm still trying to get mine to a spot on Netflix, but I don't want to give them the wrong song.
Yeah, it's so scary. That's scary.
But this
Mm.
is one of those songs that I can hear. Like, I'm watching the show, and I thought the little teenagers was gonna break up, and then they decide they're gonna stay together. I cried a little bit.
Aw. 'Cause you're like, I remember when I could feel
He's
things.
reaching to the side table, grabbing the Kleenex. Just all right, yeah, all right,
Yeah,
all right. So that just happened. So that just happened.
So I don't
I
know if
think
you saw in the chat, but Time says that the little like drum breakdown part, that's where you're supposed to rap. I didn't know
mm.
that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, Time.
Oh.
He said him or you.
Mm.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I'm just reading shit. Never mind.
I'm just reading shit now.
I didn't know what was supposed to be there, so I just made like a weird, like I was just trying to make some weird noises, like somebody on a phone being like,
What?
Okay. I mean, I could definitely take a look at it. I wasn't aware of this, low key. I didn't even know about this track with all the stuff going on. I did see a bunch of revisions being made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Within the
He-
band. So
he-
I was just like, he's going through some stuff and just kind of doing what he's doing right
Yeah.
now. I'll tap in a little later. But yeah, if that's
He brought
supposed to
this
be me.
out. He brought this out a while ago before Christmas even. Before
Mm.
Christmas. I mean, I haven't had a chance to hop on it, and I listened to it, and I told him, I'm like, I really like it. It's cool. And then I finally had like a moment the other day, and I felt like singing, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to hop on that one song, and now we have this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
it's
it's a
just been
waylaid
kind of
track.
sitting there for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Mhm.
I'm
Alright.
like impressed that Cordell likes it. I didn't think it would be your cup of tea, if you
I've
will.
become a fan. I like everything that you
buddy.
pick up to do. You're like, I'm gonna do something here. There's an enhancement, and it
Mhm.
for me it makes me like that. And it's not to say that I wouldn't have liked it previous. Time is he's an amazing artist.
Oh yeah,
For me,
yeah.
time is probably the closest thing that we'll have to Prince in our time for his actual versatility and just the breadth, and that's the word, breadth
Mm-hmm.
of his music knowledge, because he's in everything.
What's
Mm-hmm.
good, White Paint?
Hey,
He's
White
in
Paint.
everything.
And
I've
he's very
heard rock,
versatile too.
I've heard
Yeah.
him rap, I've heard him sing. There was a
Mm-hmm.
guitar thing he did last year, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Mhm.
time is
Playing the
time
drums over there.
he's
We interrupted you, OC. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're
virtuoso.
good. You're good.
I could have summed it
We're
up with
just
one
over
word.
here gushing about time.
Virtuoso. What's up, White Paint?
Time is great. I mean, time is amazing. There's some times where I get some a lot done in 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh my
But
god.
we're talking about okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Uh,
I thought you were actually talking about
no.
time, and then I just got
wah, wah, wah.
that joke just.
He said
Oh
30
my
minutes.
goodness.
It took a while. I'm gonna clip it and play it later.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm not gonna give a review because of the fact that I was supposed to be on this. So that for me already embellishes my review to like lower standards, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be on it. I gotta make it better. You know what I'm saying? That's the
There you
reason why
go.
I'm jumping on it.
Fair.
You know what I mean? So, but I will with Cordell's Flawless Fives. I'm gonna move it over as it is right now. We will retune into this at the end of the show.
Yeah.
It'll also help me get a little bit better listen, you know what I'm saying, on that second listen to be able to kind of judge what I'm going to do in the future with
We
it.
can take, and we certainly could take those weird little like ad lib phone call thing.
she,
I was
she don't
literally
want
just
those in now.
experimenting
She's
with
like,
it.
I don't even like that now. Fuck it.
I didn't know what was supposed to be there, but I just felt like there had to be something there. So
And yeah, Tom, you better not tell nobody else.
it's a secret.
Well, we got Cordell Miller coming up on the last little drive-by review process right now, and then we'll get, like I said, we'll get another section here in a little bit. But for right now, this one is called "Want Some More," and it says 2009 on it. Is that something
remastered it.
Okay.
That was the year that I wrote this song.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on YouTube for 8 years, but I just decided to remaster it yesterday. My son was like, "You should remaster that one and put it on the show." So I put it on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remastered it. Yeah, I'm trying to get some plays.
I hear that. And some we also have a question in the chat for you, Cordell. It says, "Are you waiting for the weekend to drop Money Up?"
No, I'm just waiting on everybody to say drop it. I didn't.
He said he was bumping it
haven't
in the
done
car
anything
yesterday. If you
It
had it in the
sounds
car,
good.
white paint, on your end, is it cool? Because then we could all come into agreement. But if anything, we'll just wait until after the show. Me and Cordell can give it one final listen and just kind of find out if we're Gucci with it. But I was okay with the final mix. I don't know about you guys. As far as
I like
this
it.
track though, and I was gonna say too on that, to your point for the last track, as far as it being in country category, I was feeling more like a pop song.
It felt pop.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I feel like it's one of those crossovers that it could be
Almost a power ballad.
Yeah, like how
Right.
have you guys ever listened to Hardy at all? Like that's kind of the vein that when he said it to me, I was feeling like Hardy a little bit
Okay.
because it's a rock
No clue.
kind of a country thing. That's why I made sure I made mention of like a red Solo cup, so that so I'm like I gotta
That's in
remember where
that's
we're
in
at.
every country song.
That was
right?
the relatability. That was
Right.
it.
I was like, I got the quarters in the Solo cup. That's how we're rolling.
Right.
I was gonna use this for the toll, but you know what? Let's go buy some drinks.
Right. This one here though from Cordell Miller, "Want Some More." This one is gonna get a review from Suburban Mom and myself. Let's get it.
Give y'all what I want. Recording this one from the car. I want some more. Yeah, I want some more. Even though a nigga been getting it, I still want some more. I said I want some more. Can I get some more? Even though a nigga still getting it, I still want something about the way you look at me. It made me wanna love you harder. We got 3 sons, finally made a daughter. I'm caught up in your love. Got no time for gloves. I'm feeling like Trey Songz, baby. I just wanna cut. Make you scream my name out in pleasure and pain when I'm doing the damn thing. Perfect thing. Put a stain in the sheets while the iPod repeats. Got the pillow in your teeth while I'm making you queef. Chief fulfilling in the dark while you're catching your breath. Been intense from the start, but I ain't done yet. You can call me Young Twisted when I'm getting it wet. Slinging long like the kettle long, making you sweat. You can bet that I'm gonna finish last fast and slow. I'm tossing you for hours and I got some more. Hold your body close and I don't wanna let go. You know I had enough and I huff and puff and then I go. I want some more. Yeah, I want some more. Even though a nigga still getting that. Yeah, I want some more. I want some more. Said I want some more. Even though a nigga been getting it. I still want some more. Crystal meth, you make me wanna tear it up until there ain't none left. Leave me grabbing in my chest and I'm all out of breath. You can climb up on top and take your turn next. We can do it to death, and when you lean to the left, not your back like that. At the point of no return, and there ain't no coming back. Climax, relax, run it right back. Change the iPod, find the right track. Lay here on my back while you fix up a snack. And baby, right after that, you know I'm on the attack. Melting in your body, baby, you like that? Put my face into your valley, what you know about that? Incredible stamina, damage the walls. Delectable echo, compressing the hall. You got that love, baby, I want it all. Leave on that t-shirt and take off them drawers. Cause I want some more. I say I want some more. Even though a nigga still getting it, I still want some more. I say I want some more. Yeah, I want some more. Even though a nigga still getting it, yeah. I want some more. You can bet the bottom dollar, baby. I can make you holler. Count on knowledge of your body. You can let me a scholar. Your body is a map, and baby, I just wanna follow till the Sandman comes. Show time at the Apollo. Show your love, cause I can make your body sing. Break it down and hack it screaming out. Ooh, Willie Lee. It ain't about a thing when you give it to me. Top down, seat back. Can you feel the breeze? Put your mind at ease. Feel your heartbeat as it starts to pick up speed. Thought I told you I'ma give you everything that you need. Cause you best believe that when it comes to serving you, you get the best of me. Lay next to me as we rest and breathe. That's the makings of a really good recipe. Yes, indeed, this is destiny. Finally, you get the love and you deserve and you need another. Can I have some more? Said I want some more. Even though a nigga been getting it, I still want some more. Said I want some more. Yeah, I want some more. Even though a nigga been getting that, I want some more. Yeah. Come on now. That's all it is, baby. We do what we want over here, nigga. That's all there is to it. I'm out.
Yeah, that was Want Some Mo. That was Cordell Miller. Remastered on that.
Yeah, the original recording was 8 years ago. It was done in a Lincoln Town car with a headset and a cell phone. I was using the Motorola 5G stylus.
What up, weirdo?
It was before that. Jesus, I don't even know what phone it was. It was the Boost Mobile.
Oh, I thought you were just calling him a weirdo. Oh, you were saying hi, weirdo.
No.
It's like, whoa.
Recording in the
I had
car.
my phone. Weirdo.
You weirdo. You fucking weirdo.
Like,
My littlest,
down.
my youngest walks around the house. There was a scene in one of the kids movies he was watching where the person said something and the other kid come out of nowhere and he's like, "Ew, you weirdo." So like he mimics that every so often when somebody does something crazy. Like my daughter one time was laying on the couch. She went to go stretch and lean over. She fell off the couch. She walked by. He's like, "You're a weirdo." And then he just walked away. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That is literally adding insult to injury.
It's too funny, my dude. It's too funny.
It's hilarious. Dag shit.
Oh my goodness. He said Cordell in a Lincoln Town car. Yes.
Yeah, I had two of them. What I found is I think I may be too heavy for them. Kept breaking off the front control arms.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That was all my pap drove was Lincoln Town cars.
Alex said he just cleaned his 09 Air Force throwbacks.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I tried to remaster the mix on what I had. I recorded that with FL Studio. FL Studio Mobile though. It was on the phone. I can't remember which phone it was. It wasn't an iPhone though. I know that.
You said stylus. So is that what it was called? Or
It
you
had a stylus with it. I'm pretty sure I
Oh,
had a stylus
a
when I recorded
BlackBerry?
that. Jesus Christ. I wish I could have recorded on my BlackBerry. I love my BlackBerry.
Blackberry.
So
With the physical buttons.
I would say excuse me, I would say as far as my review on this one, the quality when it comes to, I'm assuming it was worse since you remastered it. But based on I think for me the quality actually stands from the audio quality itself. Being that you said you did record where you did and with what you did, I think that might be the issue. So if anything, the song is dope as fuck. If you can maybe re-record it on newer,
re-record it.
yeah,
I'm gonna re-record it. I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
So I'm in that 2.5, 3 range for the quality just because of what it sounds like as it is now. I feel like being what you are working with currently, way better as a setup. So it would sound just initially off the initial recording itself sound better, and then from there the mixing that you've been getting into now would help push that a little bit more. So for that's where I stand on that. But the other stuff, as far as what you were saying, relatability, that's a 4 for me. And then as far as the overall replayability, once that, saying if you get it re-recorded, if you get it right, it'll be a hit. Yeah, it'll be a hit. Because that
I am
going to
re-record it. I am going to re-record it. It's literally, like I said, I wrote it in 2009.
Right, right.
I could probably say this in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my input is about the same because the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, this is a bop, but there were parts where that you could tell the mic. I wouldn't say it sounds bad, but it's like he was saying, you can tell that you're struggling with your equipment because like you could hear that from the microphone a little bit.
Kept brushing my face.
Oh, I feel for you because it's just, but that's what I was thinking the whole time is like, I know he has a good mic now. It would be really cool to hear him just like redo this and have it cleaner.
So his summation, stop being lazy. That's what it really is. I got it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So probably a
damn.
3 for quality. Relatability, honestly, and I feel kind of weird saying it, but this one's higher for me than what OC. I rated this one a 5. There was some point in there where you said something about like keep the t-shirt on and take off your
Yeah.
shorts, and I was like, all right, that's that's mom language. You know what I'm saying? Like you just wearing a t-shirt, and it's like, oh, but I still find you attractive. Like I actually found that quite relatable. So that
Mhm.
I'm going 5 there because I think for a song for what you were talking about, for me as a female ear to pick up that line and be like, all right,
He
that
meant
says a
that.
lot. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
And then
truthfully, when you
replayability.
listen, I wrote this for my wife.
Mhm.
I did. That's all that was on my mind. I'm not ashamed. I
Oh,
was
I
in
could
prison
hear
when
it.
I wrote it.
I could hear
I
it.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
That was
That
all
comes
just
through.
yeah. I wrote it down.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then replayability, I mean, same thing. Like I'm just gonna go ahead and say 5 because I know that you're gonna probably
I'm gonna
fix it. So
re-record it. I'm gonna
yeah.
re-record
At
it.
that point it would be 5. I love that little thing going on in the
Yeah, I like that
background.
part.
Like I was a bop. I liked it, Cordell. It was good.
See,
Good,
sweet.
good, good.
Hell yeah.
Good
Hell yeah.
stuff.
So we got that's gonna conclude this drive-by review process. Again, we'll have another one a little bit later. But
In Park.
we do right. We do have another story though that I wanted to kind of touch on. It's gonna be something that I feel might make its way. Cordell, we also discussed this in the pre-production meeting, but the
Okay.
it's the McDonald's thing going
Oh
on
yeah.
Oh,
over in the
I'm sorry.
UK.
Before you take off on it,
Go
what
ahead.
it was only done for Mental Health Awareness Week. That was the
Oh,
one thing that I didn't pick up right away.
Oh.
It
So
was
only
done for
week
Mental
long?
Health Awareness Week.
okay. Okay, because there's an article here that's talking about it.
Yeah.
Um, and it did the article. It's basically a fact or fiction type of article that they're trying to figure out. So this, excuse me, this news anchor from ABC 10 is gonna give us a little bit more of a scoop. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up so we can see it. It's a video. So we'll check this out and kind of give what we think as far as opinions. But yeah.
Tonight, we're looking into a story you may have seen floating around online. It claims McDonald's is removing the smile from Happy Meal boxes and just calling it the meal. Well, that is fiction based on a kernel of truth. McDonald's did indeed do the rebrand for 1 week back in May to mark Mental Health Awareness Week in the UK. McDonald's said the goal was to spread the message that it's okay to not feel happy all the time. Instead of the yellow smile, the box contains stickers of different types of mouths, ranging from a slight frown to a smile. But the promotion only lasted a week. Happy Meals are now the same as always. If you would like to submit a question to us, just go to 10news.com and click on Fact or Fiction. We'll be right back.
Yeah,
Tonight we're looking.
So yeah, so it's for the week. And you had the same question that I was looking at. Like, what's with the bear
Poor
having
teddy bear. I felt
That
I
was
felt
that
so
was a
bad for
little
him.
weird.
Give him 2 burgers in his meal. I
Yeah,
did like
Yeah,
that they
I'm with
had
white paint.
stickers
I'm
though.
happy that Happy Meals are still happy.
Having the stickers means a lot because I could have an angry
Yes,
kid in the back.
oh.
Like he could be upset, he could be mad, having a bad day. How you feeling? "Yeah, I'm having a bad day."
That
Put the
AI.
frowny face on there, please. That would be dope.
Is
That
that
would be
AI
dope.
teddy bear though?
Is it AI?
Because why is it missing an eyeball? That's
I mean,
well,
he
it's
had no
not. He's got
eye.
an eye patch on. It's like a
He
band-aid.
had
oh.
he had reason to be
Oh.
sad.
I'm curious why he's
That's
smiling
so
with only
weird.
one eye.
He's not happy,
He's
but
only seen half the bullshit.
he still got a burger and fries. Like,
Right.
how can you
He's
not be
like, what?
smiling?
Do you not see what I'm leaning up against, my guy? It's a whole building of food. Like,
Like
yeah.
that's
Life
familiar.
sucks, but
He's the same color as a French fry too.
he's
Mhm.
fried.
Mhm.
Slick Rick Teddy.
So
I just feel like why wouldn't you make? I feel like honestly, this kind of like came from a good spot, like good intentions, but I
It
don't
was
really feel
definitely
like a
well
week
intentioned.
is long enough. Like I feel like maybe if they would have done this for a month, because I don't know. this might just be me, but I do not frequently buy Happy Meals for my child. Like that is a
Exactly.
Right.
once in a while kind of. We're running around. You are starving. You are getting annoying.
You're getting hangry.
McDonald's
When
is
the
right
kids get
there. I know you'll
hangry,
eat it.
yeah.
But
Exactly.
think about
But
how many we were able to get as kids because they marketed it that way.
oh yeah.
McDonald's was a place for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, with that being with it being very well known, when we had documents come out like Super Size Me and stuff, like everybody knows it's
Hmm.
bad for you. It's not good for you.
It's
So I
bad.
don't think
It's bad.
parents are buying as many Happy Meals as they were
It's
previously. But
cheap though.
I really like the whole thought process behind this though, because I do feel like, we need to let our kids know that it's okay to have emotions. Like it's okay
Right.
if you're mad or if you're happy or if you just are kind of like you don't really know, that's fine. But maybe if they would have had this go for a whole month, they would have captured a little bit more attention from kids and maybe more conversations. I think what's cool about this though is that it does provide an opportunity for
What's good,
parents and
Ort?
kids to kind of have that dialogue about
Right.
emotions, how you're feeling. Yeah. I
It's a
just wish they
great
would have done.
framing device for communication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need more of that,
As a
honestly.
dad,
So,
I want to be able to slap a smiley face on all the meals whenever I pick it up, wherever I'm at. Let me know how you feeling because I'm gonna get that face on your meal. You put the sad face,
yeah.
please. Like whatever they want.
And just keep
You
in mind,
know?
this is going on in the UK. This isn't something that happened here in
Right.
America. But
Oh yeah.
I curiously wanted to know after this week, like what exactly went on. Did they do any sort of promotional things explaining how so relatively was there a goal in mind?
No,
Mhm.
Was
that's how they
there,
get
you know what
the
I'm
kid
saying?
off of the
Was there
Happy Meal.
donations happening maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, no, no. The idea was Mental Health Awareness Week. You just need to know about it. They
Mhm.
weren't trying to give anybody any money.
No, no, no.
They
I'm
were
talking
making
about for
money.
them as far as yeah, that's what I'm saying. As a goal,
They
was
they were
there?
making money, and what they were able to do is that it's a transition because you catch the kid that gets the depressed meal, and if you got an opportunity, you kind of point it out to them. You can get that double quarter pounder meal, make you feel better. Like that's how they
Yeah.
transition you from the Happy Meal to the real meal. Yeah, like
Right.
it's what it is. It's make
Yeah.
them
That's
fatter.
always like a sad day when your kid, like when my daughter was like, I was like, "You want a Happy Meal? Like I'll get you one." And she was like, "No, I think I just want a quarter pounder." I was like,
Yeah, the
"No,
real
number
meal,
4, what's happening?" I
the
don't know what
I
real
don't know
number 4
meal.
about
is,
you
but
guys, but that shit is not relatively cheap anymore around, at least not around
no.
here.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
They're talking
insane.
about $15 for like a Big Mac
Yup.
meal.
Yeah, but
It's
I said,
crazy.
damn.
now it's a secret form of bonding with one of my children. We just go get
Yeah. We
you
went
and
to the
me
drive-thru,
good.
like,
You and me
one
good.
day, like, we grabbed, like, a couple Cokes and, like, some fries because it was just everybody was hungry, and it was like, "Let's just do a quick snack." And a couple like, 3 Cokes and 3 medium fries, and it was, like, $12, and I'm like, "What? How?
Wait a minute.
How?"
12, that's it?
And it
That's
wasn't
Something
fast.
like
You
that. I
said
mean, it might have been,
medium
like
fries, right? Those are
I did.
$4.50 a piece here. So
Woo!
you're
Oh,
looking at $12 just on the fries, and then
that's
you're
way
talking
too
about
much.
drinks. That's another the 350 on top of that. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's close to a
Might have
20
been
piece. That's
more,
close
but
to a 20 piece right there.
that's
I ain't even hungry
crazy,
no more.
Right, right. I'm
right?
gonna
But
go
see,
home.
that's
I'll
just
make a sandwich. Fuck it.
that's what I
let
was
me
gonna
get the
say, like,
small
we did
fry and
this
a cup of water. We'll share that.
you could get a whole box of like burger patties, like even those frozen ones if you really are lazy and but you could get ground beef. I mean, ground beef is still expensive, but at least you're eating something you know what's in it, you know what I'm saying? And you could
Well,
maybe make another meal out of that
relatively.
Stop
later.
reminding me. This cardboard tastes fine.
But
I don't
look
know.
on
I've been cooking
pricing.
more and more at home. More and
I
more.
did make some burgers
Look
yesterday.
on
They were
pricing.
bomb.
I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet because it went into effect. Excuse me, relatively quickly after everything was said and done. But based on those elections, right, and all the stuff that was happening and the voting that was being done, some other stuff got voted on as far as the New York State, which is why when we were talking about it last year on the shows, we were kind of letting people know, like, don't just kind of keep in tune with the major things, look at these smaller things going on in your state as well as the stuff to vote on. Because here they had a bill passed. I'm going to bring up this video here. They have what's known as New York City congestion pricing. Okay. And
Oh, is that the
basically,
adjustable prices? Is that what you're
no,
talking
no,
about?
no,
He
no, no,
wants
no,
you to
no,
move.
no. So what this is, no. What this is they've basically territoried a spot off in the southern part of the peninsula, in the city, and that section from 60th Street down all the way to the coast is all radared with toll booth, like the toll scanners, the license plate scanners, and basically in order to enter that spot with a vehicle, you got to pay $9. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
That's
what it is
insane.
it's a thing that they're trying to do to limit traffic because it's been so congested in that
Yeah,
area.
no more cruising.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cruising spot. It
We're gonna
sounds
check
like a cruising spot.
it right. So we're gonna well, not only that, it's a very busy business district.
Right.
So people have to pay just to go to work.
Where else
it's
we gonna go to meet bitches? Damn, they taking everything.
So listen to what they got to say. This is some stuff that is on Fox 5, and they did some interviews, I believe, on the street with some people, and some of these are crazy.
Drivers getting hit with the tax if they drive
Not
below
even close.
60th Street.
And we have reaction pouring in from all over. Our Teresa Perillo is in New Jersey.
But we began here in Manhattan, and Fox 5's Michelle Ross to kick things off for us. Michelle, what are people telling you?
Well, drivers tell me that they noticed traffic has been light today, but we'll see how that holds up for the evening commute, as some drivers are trying to see if there's a way to get home without actually paying the toll. Now, there isn't a way to get home, unfortunately, without paying the toll, and although it was lighter today, it's too early to tell if that was due to congestion pricing, the wintry weather we had, or a slow start to work after the New Year break. On a typical weekday, the MTA says there are between 500,000 to 700,000 vehicles that enter the zone, and they believe the new toll will remove 100,000 cars from the streets, improve bus speeds, and reduce emergency response times, and collect $15 billion for capital improvements for the subways. But people are trying to figure out different ways to get home.
I'm going to be coming back, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get back on the bridge without having to pay.
And what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I think it's crazy.
I have mixed feelings. I live on East 66th Street between York and First, so I'm concerned about the potential for more people parking and, above the zone. So that's my biggest concern right now. Anything that reduces pollution in New York City and anywhere else, I'm grateful for.
I have to pay coming in and going home back, going to work.
So you only get charged once a day, which is good, but still, how many times do you drive in?
He had a
5
hard
times a
time
week.
saying that. I'm just going to point that.
How is this going to be for you?
It's going to be very much ineffective for me.
Yeah.
It's going to affect me a lot because we're working for paying congestion toll.
And if you're driving in a regular passenger car like a sedan or an SUV, it'll cost you $9 during peak hours, which is Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Peak is also on the weekends from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. All other times are $2.25. And one big complaint from the public is that private bus companies like Megabus and also the Hampton Jitney are exempt from paying the toll. But when it comes to first responders, cops, firefighters, EMTs, they are not. The MTA says that they need to take it up with their employers.
Hey, sorry. So hold on. So they just
What?
Yeah, did they just say
Well,
that the
what?
cops, ambulances,
Yeah, the cops, the
and
EMT, firefighters are
firefighters?
not exempt, but the buses are. And here's my question
They're
too:
gonna
what
have
about like
transponders.
Lyft?
They're gonna record that shit.
Right.
But like
And the
Lyft
truth
They'll write it
drivers
off.
and
They'll
stuff,
probably write
though.
that off though. At the end, they'll probably write that off.
It's to keep keep the traffic down, which I understand. But I think it's going. The idea is to force people that live in that particular area or across that district to move. It's going to skyrocket the price of living there,
Yeah.
and you're literally creating a red line. Is that what it is? The difference is it's not racial. It's more or less class based because
Yeah.
I don't have the money to live on that side of the bridge.
That's insanity.
It's that's how it works. It's how it works. And I really just wish y'all would leave and stop being on that side of the country. Try it out. This is dope out here.
Get
There's so much
away.
room. There's so much
So,
space.
for those that aren't aware, the thing right here above the bus in this tanker truck that looks similar to a street light. These are actually the toll cameras. These are what are capturing
Clocking
people
'em.
going in and out of the city. And like the lady said, they charge them once a day $9 to go back and forth to be able to get in here. But there was
Wait, once a day, or is it? I thought it was gonna be twice because that lady was saying she's on her way home trying to figure out how to avoid it.
avoid it
Right.
the next day is what she was talking about. The
Oh,
guy that was struggling to talk, he did say that, saying he's getting charged once to go and to and from, and then she corrected him saying, well, the city only charges once a day, $9, and how do you think that'll affect your future? And then as far as his travels and shit, and he was like, it's gonna be hardships because like now we got to pay to get here, like to work.
yeah.
Yep.
Figure $9 a day. I mean, even though it's only because now, okay, I was thinking at first they were having to pay $9 every time they went back and forth, and I was like, that is ludicrous.
So
The
It's
problem
still
is
crazy
not
though.
knowing how long the idea was in development before they actually implemented it.
right, and put it into the bill.
Because
Right.
Right.
it seems like it was kind of hastily thought out and not known to anybody. They all seem surprised by it.
Right. Right. The main
And
thing
so
from my thought process was this. They're talking about all this like good that it's going to do, right? But my thought process is based on how long this will run. I don't know if this is a drawn out plan. I haven't looked into the bill at all, so I don't know if this is a drawn out 5-year plan to try to decongest the area, if it's a 10-year plan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. But
Mhm.
as far as how it goes for employers, they're talking about take it up with your employers, da 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 da. Maybe there might be some
Yeah,
sort
'cause
of
your
compensation or
employer's gonna have to
validation for
provide
it.
a transponder.
Yeah,
They have a
maybe.
contract with the actual toll company to where they only pay a certain amount for a year or whatever, no matter how many cross on that little transponder that they either pass out to you at work or that they keep on a company vehicle that you drive,
Right.
one or the other,
Some similar to
you
like an
know.
Easy Pass, similar to an Easy Pass.
Right,
And
'cause
I'm
I know
wondering if the state works with that as as it is.
Oh, absolutely, it's already tied in, it's tapped in, it's the
Right.
same equipment.
See, and
Right.
I'm wondering if that's why, because it's like to me, it just seems crazy that
And it lets us
EMS
tax all
first.
the companies down here.
Mhm.
It seems crazy that
They
EMS,
all
first
gonna pay.
responders, police would
They
have to
all
pay
they
this, but I would assume that the reason they're doing that is kind of like what you guys just touched on, and because how would they really get away with saying, "Oh well, the cops don't have to pay for it, the firefighters don't have to pay for it," because all those people are going to be like, "Well, I'm going to work just like they're doing work. Why don't
Mhm.
Right.
they have to pay to do their job, but I have to
And it
pay to go do
and
my
yeah,
job?" It's
they
crazy.
probably have the same kinda contract deal with the precinct. Ultimately, we pay for it as
Right.
Right.
taxpayers.
Now,
Yeah.
here's my further afterthought would be the smaller mom and pop type of businesses that are in that area. I'm wondering
Crushed.
if their turnovers are going to be so bad that they have to close up.
Yeah,
If
it
it
Crushed.
very
is
well
You
if it
have
could.
is a
5
5-year
employees,
track, you
3
know what I'm
of them
saying?
ain't coming no more.
Right.
Crushed.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well,
Crushed.
I'm wondering too,
You're
like, are
out.
people gonna start? Because we already heard one lady being like, "I'm trying to figure out a way I don't have to pay it." So are we gonna start
Oh,
seeing
so
people covering their
listen,
license plates
no,
and
no, there
shit?
I was trying to find the video from this morning, but I was watching it on my phone when I seen it. And I couldn't pull it up on the web. I'm trying to see if I can still get it here on the side, but there was a video that I watched where they had video evidence of people trying to get around it. This one person completely took off of their license plate. They were just driving
Yeah.
without a license plate.
See,
Yeah.
and I think people are gonna do that because they're gonna think, well, maybe once I get past that, I'll just screw it back on, and I'll add that extra time to my trip because at the end of the day, I might get caught once a month driving without my license plate on. I'll have to pay a fee for that, but
They'll have a
over
picture of you
time.
doing it every day, though.
Right.
Yeah, but, like, over
To tie it
time,
back.
I'm not saying they should do this. I'm just saying that their thought process is probably, "I'd rather take the risk of getting a ticket than have to pay $9 every freaking day, Monday through Friday, because it's gonna add up over time." Like,
And
that's crazy.
do the math on it, maybe you can get a transponder for $50. Maybe it's $50 a month. Like,
Mhm.
that seems
I know.
expensive to me,
It just seems like
but
something people should not have to be worrying about. Like, you live
the
in a
truth is
freaking city, it's gonna be
this is the
congested.
first notice to get the fuck out. That's all it is. And it lets me know, oh, I don't even need to be there no more. They're charging to get in and out. I don't need to be there.
Mhm.
Now I
That's what it
will
says
say
in the
I do have something similar in our area up here, right? So there's a spot in order for like we have the option of going around. Now the option of going around is an extra 25 to 30 minutes of a travel. But there's a spot up here called the Grand Island Bridge. And the Grand Island Bridge, it basically spans from the entrance to and from Grand Island, which is a little piece of land right off of the coast of the actual Buffalo side that is in Lake Erie. And in order to cut across, it's a quicker way to get to Niagara Falls. So in order to do that, though, it's $1 to get on there and to cross over, and that's every
Right.
time you use it. So it's similar in that aspect, but I'm just thinking like this is a little bit more different because this is a very, very congested area alone by itself, and that's a
Right.
pretty steep price for
Steph,
an
it's New York
everyday
City,
And
right?
they're not allowed to put up no cruising signs anymore.
Mm.
Mm.
This is New York City, right? Steph in chat
Yeah.
was just
Yeah,
yes,
this is New York City, yeah.
They're not allowed to put up no cruising signs anymore. And I can guarantee you that the same way we have blocks here that are literally for cruising, and it's generally teenagers, young adults riding up and down the street. Eventually, it's a car full of dudes, see a car full of girls. They pull over at a 7-Eleven to talk for a little while, change numbers, turn the music up and geeky, and then they get back on the road and cruise the same strip.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
did it in LA on Crenshaw. We do it in Denver on Federal. It's what they do in that mode, and I can just see
Mhm.
that as being a strip. Even looking at the news segment, the cars turning the corners and the crosswalks, it just looks like it might be a hype spot to stop and riz up a brawl.
I almost
Right.
wonder if it's not preemptively an idea to sort of which I don't even know how this would prevent that, but I don't know if you guys have seen about like I think it's actually in LA. There's been these like bicycle meetups, these like
Oh, the
tons. I mean,
motorcycle things?
no, it's not motorcycles,
He
it's
said
like
bicycles.
bicycles.
Like
Yeah,
actual
and it's like
bikes. Okay.
huge. So I saw a video on Reddit and everybody was like, I don't know, talking about this guy who was in a Mercedes. He ended up coming up behind this huge pack of I'm calling them bikers, but they were on bicycles.
Mhm.
And it's just a ton of
You can call them
kids.
cyclists.
Cyclists.
Cyclists
Yeah.
or
Yeah, LA
incels.
Cruise. So the LA Cruise is one thing and they actually have permits and it's a huge bike thing and everybody does it. But this is like apparently like a online meetup of sorts that's sort of like independently ran and operated from various social media outlets. And it's just a bunch of kids get together and they go goofing around, but they're a little bit nefarious in what they're doing because they're known to be driving down the street on their bikes or riding down the street on their bikes in a
Mhm.
huge pack,
Right.
taking up all the lanes. They're
Yeah.
ignoring red lights. They apparently will vandalize vehicles and things as they go by.
Mhm.
So it's really
Some
kind of
cars might
nuts.
hit them back. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, this guy in this Mercedes, he got pissed and he drove. They sped up the video so it looked like he was going
I'm
crazy, but
sorry.
he
This is
drove
all incel
through.
behavior. This
He
is
drove through the crowd because he was like obviously just fed up with it. And I guess
yeah.
eventually I was kind of not sure how to feel about it. But then later on, somebody linked a few other articles reporting that after he did this and he got back to his home and he parked in his garage. Yeah, the cycle gangs. Some of these, no, it's like seriously like a gang. Like it's a
Oh,
huge
I
group of
get it.
people.
They do that similar
They,
around here, but I don't know. I don't know if it partakes to the same setup that you're talking about as far as a whole internet like meet up on the
yeah.
internet and
It,
then figure out a spot to
it's
go.
incel behavior. I
Mhm.
swear.
When this guy parked in his garage in his at his home later, a bunch of these guys caught up to him. They apparently beat him up. They trashed his car. I don't know if anybody was charged with it or what happened. And then what was interesting is as I read more and more in this thread on Reddit, there were a lot of people from the area that saw it happen or knew about the behavior and they're like this is getting out of hand and like the local law enforcement aren't doing
Mhm.
anything about it. These
Mhm.
kids won't move for ambulance. for firefighters, police, whatever, they just sit there. They're
Mhm.
they're
That's
doing wheelies and they're just being,
Yeah,
they're
see,
being
that's
that's what
the
I'm
like
truth.
saying. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it
being
myself, but I
obnoxious.
understand.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's the way
I
I
think
feel about that. I
if you
wouldn't
want to
do it.
share the road, but you could move over. Like when you watch the video, I wish I had the clip because I'd send it in.
Meet up
But
with a Huffy.
but it's like just move over. You could they easily. I mean, this group of kids is so big, and it's like they're so spaced out. They're half in the other lane too, so they're impeding
Mhm.
traffic on both sides. You could very, very, very easily just move over a little bit so that a car could get by, but they're just
Right.
not doing it.
But see, that's
So
that that's
why?
that's
I
the
don't
suburban mom in
know.
you. You're taking away the fun because that's the thrill of it is that they're getting away with
Right.
it.
But they
It's it
shouldn't
it it,
be.
it
Mhm.
it's what
Oh,
they're
I get
doing
it. I get it.
because they can't be doing something else.
Right.
Right.
And it's unfortunate. And at the same time, like I said before, it's not like it's new or it's unexpected. It's the first time. You have to expect it at some point if that's what you're going to keep doing to the point where,
Right.
like you said, emergency vehicles aren't getting through, stuff isn't happening. You're actually breaking down the function of society for the
Mhm.
sake
Yeah.
of your own what entertainment. You need attention.
Well,
Here you
see,
chill
let
go.
out.
me let me
Yeah,
I
touch
chill
let me
out.
touch
understand.
let me touch on
I
something real
just
quick.
I couldn't see me doing it. I know that I couldn't do
And
it.
see, that's the thing is it's that the thing is what you're talking about is completely societal driven anyway. And that's because like as a kid, we had shit to do when we went outside. We had things to go play, we had things to go like hang out, we had things to the kids nowadays are stuck in the house. So when they do go outside, they don't know what the fuck to do.
Are they stuck or are they choosing?
What
That's what
kind
I
of
that's
video?
I mean I say stuck because it's not I don't think that if if they didn't have the option of being on a device like we did, we didn't have that option, right? We had
And the
Right.
device is what scared them into the house in the first place,
Mhm.
for the record.
Right.
Because I can tell
Right.
you kids, all the stuff that we see on the news, media takeout, World Star, and wherever else you find your violent videos and the people fighting and doing all the dumb stuff, it's amplified because you can see it.
Mhm.
In my day, it happened just as much, if not more.
Mhm.
It just wasn't known or talked about.
Right.
And for that reason, we weren't scared to go live.
Right. Right. And
You
What do
that's
you
why
think?
I chose the word stuck. That's why I chose the word stuck
I hear you.
because
Okay.
you know what I mean? With that being said though, when they do go outside, they don't know what to do. Like they
Mhm.
don't
Man,
know like go hang out with Johnny and fucking Tina and go do something. Like have some productivity in something that you guys enjoy, not breaking down the society that you already live in. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's already getting to that point.
Mhm.
yeah.
I
And
found the
and
clip and I sent it to you. I don't know if you're able to run it on there just so you guys can see what I'm talking about because this kind of shows the car.
Oh, yes. Okay. I have yeah. Got you.
This
I'm gonna
was
pull it up.
reposted by New York Post, and they're calling him a enraged driver. But see, that's what was crazy is I think that this Reddit post they started it off by saying this crazy man's driving through this crowd and he almost kills 100 people. But it's like when you actually
mom,
get into it, it's like they ended up beating him up and trashing his car. And then there were a
right.
couple other people that said he was actually trying to get out of this. He ended up like maybe he turned onto the road and he was right in the middle of this mob of these of cyclists.
Mhm.
And so he was trying to get away because they were already trying to damage his car and stuff. Apparently these kids will like ride right up to real expensive exotic cars and stuff and like pop a
Right.
wheelie,
And then
Start
jam it
keying
and
them
I
and
down.
bet
doing shit.
anything they have a social media that is trending or that is viral,
Probably.
Again,
which is what they're
when
doing it for.
I keep pointing it out, it's incel behavior.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
fact that you read about this on Reddit screams incel with all of the
Yeah.
boastful bragging and the braggadocio and the machismo that doesn't really bring back what they actually want, but gets them admiration amongst themselves.
Mhm.
This is incel behavior.
Mhm.
None of these dudes got Riz right now. Like, how are you not How are you not standing next to a broad? Do you understand at the age of 14, 15, I wouldn't have dreamed of being anywhere with 3 dudes if it wasn't 2
A
chicks with us.
bicycle. Well, and it's like that's why I said they're probably jealous of this guy because he's got his Mercedes, and they're like, "Man, I gotta ride my bicycle back home and park it before I go back in my mom's basement." You know, like.
Yeah, and you can't eat the thing about it, all of them have the same box of tissues, but you never see them buy it.
Right,
Right.
right.
It's like, "I gotta go
So
get tissues
true.
for somebody sees me." Like, it's weird.
Well, this
It's
is
weird incel
this is the
behavior.
video that she sent.
Let's
This
see.
is the little article here from the New York Post.
Roll the clip.
I'm hyped. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Guy in the car is 100% in the right. Protect them kids too. Well. Oh, they smashed in the windshield. I don't usually
Did you see
support
him?
this kind of thing, but this asshole deserved it, especially after folks are on edge about vehicles speeding through crowds. I mean, yeah. Yeah, what do you, I mean, for me, yeah. I don't know. Look, I have a little bit of a personal story when it comes to something like this, with the exception of that's why I led with my initial consensus of motorcycles, because
Yeah.
when me and my wife lived in El Paso, and I'm not sure if she's still in the chat with us right now, but she can vouch for this, right? We're driving down the highway. Okay, we're just trying to get home. We just left the family
Right.
function. My son just finished a football game. We left the football game, went to the family's house, which is right up the street from the football field. We chilled there for a little bit. It's about midday. We're like, fuck it, it's just after lunch. Let's go home. We'll get ourselves situated for dinner later and get everybody in bed for say in the morning and shit. Now, mind you, at this point in time, it is just my wife, my son, or my eldest son, and me. That's all that's there. We didn't have the 2 other children yet. So we're driving down the street on the highway, and out of nowhere, we started hearing this rumble, like this loud rumble. We're like, what the fuck? We look in the mirrors, and out of nowhere, literally, just like what you see on the screen, just all motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're like, oh, cool. This is what's up. This is cool. Like, my son's waving and shit. Now, mind you, they then decide to like start to go like merge out in front of us and kind of take up all the lanes. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. What the fuck? So I started to get over, because I was like, oh, maybe the whole gang's about to get off on the off ramp right here that's coming up this exit. Let me slide over so I don't, saying fuck with anybody. I go to slide over, and literally like 4 or 5 other ones come rolling up along the side of me and like cut me off to change lanes. Like, they wouldn't let me change lanes. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, okay, let me just get back. I'll back off the whole group and just kind of relax a little bit. They started swiping behind me. They wouldn't let me slow down. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? So my wife's like, babe, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do here. Like, do I just pull over? I look over, they're in the fucking shoulder next to me. They literally were surrounding the car. I'm like, yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Then they started brake checking me. They started coming up so close that they could like kick the side of my car. They never did kick it physically, but they were that close, right? So I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and let's call the cops or something, because this is not safe. My son started crying and shit because they were like revving fucking heavy. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on. What are they like? What is the point of this? Like, just to terrorize us? So then I'm like, fuck this, bro. Like, we're getting off the next exit. I don't even care. I figured like the dudes that were on the shoulder would have moved because it's an exit. No, they stayed right fucking with us. Wouldn't even let me exit. I'm like, dude, now I know they're doing something stupid. Like, they wouldn't even let me leave. Like, I thought maybe they thought I was fucking with them or whatever. They wouldn't even let me leave. So then I'm like trying to swerve out the way. similar to what this dude's doing, like swerving and shit. But these guys are on
Yeah.
bikes. It's a little bit different. I'm just saying, like, I get this story. In the essence, we're like, was he just driving normally and then this happened, or
Yeah, he
was
just
he?
pulled
You
up
know what I'm
on it.
saying?
Like,
That's what a lot of people are saying is that everybody's like hating on this guy, and that's what's crazy is like in this Reddit. I think I found it in like Wild Politics or something that I follow on there where it's not as much of an echo chamber as the rest of Reddit is.
nice.
But a lot of people I think were expecting to post this and have everybody be gathered together and be like, what a jerk in the car. But it's crazy how many people were like, I mean, the guy in the car, I kind of like feel him. And a lot of people were like, I'm from this area. And listen, I know why this guy did this. This is annoying. This happens once, twice a week. And he's trying to go to
They
work
got
or
nothing
whatever,
going.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Twice a week is ridiculous, bro. Are there no girls in this community?
right. I'm
We
trying
saw the
to,
kids that was stomping out the car and doing all this extra stuff. Like, yeah, they definitely fit the bill.
yeah. I'm trying
I'm
to
really
send this
angry at
other
these
link.
Rizless kids. You're making life
There's
miserable for everybody.
there's this kid
These
in Texas.
Rizless kids. These
Rizless kids.
Rizless.
There's this kid in Texas who I've seen a few videos of now, and this kid just freaking whoops, I just spammed it. It
You
wasn't
think he did?
sorry.
You think it
My
was
bad.
overkill?
Jesus.
I was trying
Kane
to
says
send
it was
it.
overkill. He said
It
the
looked
guy in
it
the Benz
looked
did
like
too
it.
much.
It looked like it wasn't going through.
He couldn't
Yeah,
get
no.
across the road. He would have had to cross to the other side and drive into oncoming traffic to even
Yeah.
hope to get around.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, I don't doubt that half of those kids would have followed him just to be in front of him. They would have faced it too, just to be shitty.
Right. And
don't-
it's
I
And
like
don't doubt it.
I
I
will
mean,
say the one comment kind of got me where it flashed the comment saying that saying people are on edge already because of the driving through a crowd thing. Like that part right there kind of made me think like
So on edge that they keep crowding up.
Right.
right. But
you're
at
just like,
the,
I
in the
gotta get
same
out of it.
same note, like it kind of from what we were talking about a couple episodes ago, when we were talking about the patterns, like it's hard not to see that, like when it's thrown in your face. Like they were just
Yeah.
making a statement about that for New Year's. Now, less than 10 days later, we have another thing happening. Now I'm wondering, is there going to be a pattern? Was there going to be 2 more this month, or is
They're
there gonna be-
normalizing it.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna
Yes,
normalize
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Hey, Cordell, normalize it.
There it
Well, it
is.
just
There it
it
is.
sort of seems
Normalizing
it
real
seems
life for you.
it seems like the thing about the whole situation that's just crazy to me is that obviously, I mean, they're not the crowd of cyclists is not, really giving a lot of they don't care about the laws of traffic. They're not stopping for red lights. They don't give an F. They're not getting out of the way.
Imagine
And
that.
but
Stopping
it's
for
like
red lights is
you're
more
you're
riz than what they're doing
you're
right now.
Right.
but you're doing this and a clip that I just sent you of this guy. There's this guy in Texas who's been filmed multiple times and he's trying to do it to get Instagram views, kicking cars and just being stupid. You're doing it to make someone upset, to make someone, you know, react. And then when you get that reaction, you're going to turn around and be like, oh, we're the victim
I'm a
here.
victim. Yeah.
It's like poking a
Exactly.
bear in the nose over and over, and the bear bites you, and you're like, "What a horrible bear!" Well, I mean, what do you think is gonna happen? I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know. I mean, at first I thought the guy in the car was like totally out of line, but then as I read more and I saw how, no one seemed to care that he was trying to get through. No one gave a care. There's a kid popping a freaking wheelie. They're not getting out of his way. I'd be pretty annoyed too, I think. And
Now
and
there is
pissed.
also a trend going with this that now I'm not talking about the crowd part of it, but there's a trend going with the cyclist part of it with
Just
these
meet
kids
up and ride.
where they do that. But when they do that, they're also doing these. It's like I can't remember the exact
there's
name, but it's like the swerve. It's called like the swerving, where they do the
Yeah.
wheelies and they try to get as close as they
Yes.
can to something, and then they turn last minute or some shit like that. Like that's kind
Mhm.
of one of the viral things going. And you could see in the video there was a couple of them that were actually doing it while he was
Yeah.
sporadically driving. They were trying to
I
do the
hope.
swerve thing. I'm like, whoa, they're gonna get hit.
Right.
I hope that they have all listened to my music. I am keeping score. I have hit. I have hit plenty. And
It's
I know what
you're
it feels
being
like. I'm not above it.
stupid.
It's actually a nice little adrenaline rush. Please, please set
See,
me
that's
up
what
for a win. I will
Mhm.
take it. And yeah, these kids here, just looking at these kids on the screen, they're making me angry. The slow kid at the petting zoo is pulling more tail than they are.
Yeah. It's the truth,
Oh.
though. It's just odd behavior, in my opinion, and it is just kind of like, do you like you're saying, are you trying to riz with this, or like what exactly are
How
you
do not? I
trying
mean,
to do?
even if this was like my crew and I knew all of these dudes, there is at least 3 different girls that would be like, nope, I ain't messing with none of them dudes. I'm gonna
You
go over
guys are
here.
dumb. Like, don't
He
play
said, "Don't hate on that special
dumb.
ed swag."
He's not. He was pointing it out. They got
I'm
more
saying,
swag. They got more
Yeah.
swag.
See,
pulling
I'm
more
low
tail
key.
than
I
they
am
are.
I'm with white paint on this one because, like, I can just imagine. And then at the end of this, I didn't actually see the clip where this clip showed it, where they actually did catch up to him and smashed up his car. Like, and see, like, from a legal standpoint, I mean, what do you even do with that? Because it's like, you could say that this guy was reckless driving. You could say that these kids were, impeding traffic, disobeying laws. They could, if they're,
And
if
in
they're,
LA of all places, like, you're lucky
yeah,
'cause,
So the
if
I
they're,
dude,
think we woulda got shot.
I'm trying to see the guy as he's running. It looks like it's this dude
the guy with the
Who was
white
that?
with the
hoodie.
white jacket looking thing
Yeah.
on.
He's trying to
Right
get out of
here
there.
Was like, you're
with the
just a
jeans.
bunch of punks at this point. Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
these
that's
haircuts.
probably.
That one actually has a helmet on. Look at his haircut, though. That's hilarious.
But it's like, what are
Um,
you trying to prove? You're mad
alright.
at this guy because he wanted to drive down the road in his car, and
What is
you
this
wouldn't
guy?
let him.
Is this guy dumping something on it? What is this
Oh
paint?
yeah,
Is this
yeah.
paint?
They
What's
trashed
that
Why do you
his
just
gang on
have
his
why do you
shirt?
just have paint in your
What?
pocket?
That is a very good question, OC. Why do they just have paint in their pocket? It's almost
That
as if they were waiting to piss somebody off so they could trash their vehicle.
that
Right.
is
And
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
also wondering
behavior.
if any of these guys partake in like Craigslist when it comes to these crisis acting gigs that they're
I mean,
throwing
that's
out
very
there.
possible too. And it's
Mm,
like there's not
mm-mm.
even a political, at least not that I saw. There was no like
Right. This
organized.
just seems like terrorism in the
You're just
neighborhood by
being
your own people,
assholes.
though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
you're just
homegrown
being
terrorism from
assholes.
teenagers.
Right. Like,
The
where are your
hooliganism is out of
parents?
control. I bet you all of them, dad is not at home.
Probably not. And it's like, what are you,
Because if I was a
kind
dad
of
and
freaking
I'd go
cowards?
find a kid that looked like my kid. You look too
See?
much like my kid to be out here doing this.
And this is why, let me just say, this is why I'm a huge supporter of 2A. Because if this dude had,
Yeah, that's what I was
they
getting
would have
ready to come to.
stopped.
Like, that pow pow would have broke all of that up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
A few of those. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
because what is he gonna
it
do?
ain't in the
He's
seat, but it's so
surrounded.
close that it squeaks.
Yeah,
And
imagine being the one person who is now the target of an entire mob of people because you tried to go to the grocery store or
And
whatever,
see,
and
the
you
other
got a.
thing is they followed him, right? So like if he
right.
got followed, why would you go home?
Mm-hmm.
I got more
Yeah, I
guns
don't
there.
know.
I would have
I
went
mean,
to the nearest highway. They ain't riding their bikes all on the highway. Go ahead. Go ahead.
true.
60 miles an hour. You got the
I
semis
would have
coming.
just,
Go
you know what
ahead.
I
He
would have
he do
This is true.
he do way
Never
worse
mind.
than me.
I would have drove my happy little ass right to the police station.
I think I would have hit like 3 or 4 and see if they did anything. Boom, boom, boom. What y'all gonna do? I'd have stopped and see what they do. Oh, y'all not gonna move? Boom, boom, boom. You sure? Boom, boom,
Next.
boom. We'll go right through them.
Oh my
We'll go right
goodness.
through them. I'll call the cops when I get home.
But
You can
see,
follow
that's the
me if
thing,
you
man.
want to. It ain't gonna be all of y'all.
Oh my
You'll be in
goodness.
jail, and they'll be fine, and everyone will be, oh, those poor kids. And that's what's crazy too, is like the dumb people who are like in this, they need to protect these poor children on the
I would go to
bicycles. It's
court
like,
and I would play my music for the courtroom. I'd have the courtroom dancing like an R. Kelly trial. Fuck
ugh.
them kids.
For real though. Like, see, and that's where I'm just like, as a parent too, if I found out my kid
I'm saying,
I
my
would
kid look
say,
like my
get
kid.
your butt in the car. We're gonna find this man. You are gonna clean all the paint off his car, and you're gonna do chores, and you're gonna work until you can afford all the repairs for his vehicle.
It is so
And I
sweet
don't
and
care that it
suburban.
wasn't just you. You were part of it.
Oh
You were
That
part
is
of
so
it.
sweet and suburban.
Ugh. We're gonna find this man. I'm baking him cookies.
I'm
and you
baking
are
him
going to
cookies.
stir
Ma'am,
the
I don't want
mixture
this little
here.
hoodlum within 500 feet of me for his safety. Please
It
and
sounds
thank
like you're
you.
such a white mom. I
I will
mean,
see you in
I
court.
am. We're gonna
Please
go
have
find
him
this
start
man.
earning some money.
Exactly. I'd be like, you're gonna get your happy little ass a job.
There
and
you
you
go.
are going to pay
Don't bring him to
for
my
what you
house, though.
did. Oh, and you are not going on your freaking video game until this man's vehicle is fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And you want some help, you better call your stupid little friends and get them to help you, because
All right,
I would take
so
the bicycle away.
we got some more of the drive-by, the drive-by reviews coming up.
I like that. Take the bike away.
Yeah,
That's how you solve this problem, though. Every parent that saw this, take the bike away.
Yeah.
Take the
I
bike
mean,
away.
and
Flatten the
it's just
tire.
it's so screwed up because it's like they're literally taking something that's like sweet and innocent, a bunch of kids riding their bikes together on the street having a good time, but they're
It would be
expanding it into
awesome
this
if they
big,
weren't fucking up traffic.
yeah, or like vandalizing people's property and being total rats. Like,
See, I
this is
think as a kid, because I did this. I did the whole riding the bike gang type thing, like driving with my friends and shit, and like learning how to do wheelies. And like as you grow up, those are just kind of like core memories for you, right? And then in this situation, like
One word.
for
One word.
us, we
Car.
were right. Thank you. That for us, it's like get out of the street because they will hit you.
right. They're not.
Like it's
They're
a
not
it's a
afraid to
car.
hit
You're
you.
a bike.
I don't have bumpers on my bike.
right. There's no airbags.
Exactly.
Like they're not worried about them. Like
it's
we got to be worried about us. Like the fuck?
Yeah, it is crazy to me the I don't know, like what is the word? The narrative behind this, and even you could see it a little bit on the news, is they're kind of like, this crazy man, he lost his cool driving through a crowd of people. It's like, that is, I mean, that's kind of what
That's
happened.
the media side, though. That's the media side bringing you what they
spin.
want to. Right, exactly. The spin.
Because
the
they
fun.
believe that we feel so much empathy for our children that, oh, anything they do is okay, and damn if they got hurt. No. Trust me, if my kid was out there and I got called, come to the hospital, your kid got ran down. He kept playing with a car. He was riding in a gang, and they mowed through him. Really? Well, was there any way for the car to get around him or anything like that? No, they were taking up the whole street. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm on his helmet about this. I'm gonna have to take
the first
care
thing
of
you
this.
walk into the hospital room is, see what you did? See the shit you got yourself into?
Frick are you doing? Exactly.
Like, come on.
Like,
come on,
it's
man.
just entitlement, and that's what it
if
looks
you
like to me. Is
if you wanted to kill yourself, just smack your mother where I could see it or something. That'd be the best way for you to go. You'd be doing me a favor, and then I got you.
Yeah, see, stuff's like these kids never played hockey in the street and had to move the net every time a car came
Right.
in the show.
I hated that net.
Nuts.
Stay out here.
Nuts.
Stay
That
out
is
here.
facts. That
I
is
did not
so
grow up
facts.
in the 90s.
Mm-mm. Hell no. We do have some drive-by reviews we're gonna get to right quick. These ones coming in. We got a track from, it looks like White Paint submitted. He said this one is a throwback. Let me double check. Oh, okay.
Wait,
this is Cordell's friend.
Did he take off?
I
White
think
Paint
he's
says he
I think
rolled
he's
out.
got to get he's got to get going. So we're gonna play this real quick. It's called "Take Me to Court, Baby."
Oh, snap.
Fitting.
Yeah.
This song. I
Hey,
guess it don't need a review.
it's kind of rolling
Somebody,
through though. Like the video we just watched. Now we're doing
why don't you just
drive-by
type that shit in the
reviews.
community section if that's what you really want?
Right. We got drive-by review after the video we just watched. We got drive-by reviews, and now we got Take Me to Court. I'm just saying this one here is White Paint, brought to you by Snow Bunny, R&B and soul. Let's get it.
Late nights, I'm locked in.
waiting for your show. Cordell, baby, you've got that voice that moves me slow. Deep as midnight, smooth as satin sheets. Every word you whisper got me weak in the knees. In your courtroom, you rule with that velvet charm. But when you speak to me, boy, I feel the alarm. You review the music, but it's your tone I crave. Cordell, baby, you've got me misbehaving. You sing like Luther with a twist of desire. Every note you hit takes me higher and higher. Cordell, you're the melody that ignites my fire. Every time you speak, it's like you light the pyre. I'm lost in your sound, can't get enough. Cordell's voice, baby, you're my guilty love. I'll watch you on the stream every single night. Cordell's courtroom got me feeling so right. Your voice is like a caress, sending chills down my spine. Got me thinking things, baby, crossing every line. You hum a little Luther, and I start to unwind. Cordell, baby, you're always on my mind. Your words like a touch, so close yet so far. Cordell, with that voice, you're my shining star. You sing like Luther with a twist of desire. Every note you hit takes me higher and higher. Cordell, you're the melody that ignites my fire. Every time you speak, it's like you light the pyre. I'm lost in your sound, can't get enough. Cordell's voice, baby, you're my guilty love. I watch you on the stream every single night. Cordell's courtroom got me feeling so right. Your voice is like a caress, sending chills down my spine. Got me thinking things, baby, crossing every line. You hum a little Luther, and I start to unwind. Cordell's voice, baby, you're my guilty love. Close my eyes, let your voice take me deeper. In your courtroom, baby, you're the keeper. Cordell, you
I always hold up. I always forget that one hits just the it just hits a wall. Oh man.
It just ends.
It just comes to an
It just
abrupt
ends.
ending too.
Oh,
I'm so warm and tingling inside every time I hear this song. She keeps saying
that's
my name.
weird.
It's funny to me. I love this shit.
Oh man. Oh, oh my god.
I
Did we
sing
tell
like
him?
Luther.
Slump said,
Did
"Why
you
is this
tell
actually a
him?
vibe though?" Yeah.
Slump knows.
That was White Paint brought to you by Snow Bunny. On that one. That is called Take Me to Court, baby. Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be an intro to whatever courtroom type flair I may bring to people
Oh
this year.
yeah, you
Okay.
got to. You
Okay.
I
got
like
to.
it. I still like this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bop. It was definitely a bop.
First time I heard it, I was driving. I couldn't. Man, I had to pull over.
Hey, I was gonna say
So-
he had to. Hey, hold on, put this in park a second. Let me
Whoa,
turn
what
this
is
turn
going
this up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. What did you think about this, Suburban Mom? What are you gonna give
mean,
this one?
The mix sounded really good for quality. I'm gonna say 4 just because I mean I know he's messing around with AI. I can just hear that a little bit. Like personally, I know what it sounds like and I can hear that. Relatability. I don't even know, man.
Like
I'm
he do
just gonna
not
say
sing
5.
like Luther.
It's
There's
so funny. This is so funny. I'm giving it a 5
he,
because it made me laugh.
he sing
I
like
like it.
burger with a side of fries. I don't know about the rest of you. What did he say? He sing like Luther with
Replayability,
what?
it's definitely replayable. Obviously, you guys have heard it before, and it tickled your fancy. So I would say 5. It's definitely replayable.
Right.
It's just so weird. All I can do is just like I was saying in the chat, is picture Mrs. Cordell being like, "Who the hell wrote this
Right.
song?"
That's the
It's
funny
so
part.
funny.
I always pointed out, like, yeah, Paint, you had to say that shit.
Right.
Who the
Right.
hell?
You had to
Nobody.
type it in. You had to plug it in there.
You had to say it.
So what
Yeah,
are
he
you
had to
gonna
say
give
it.
this, Cordell? I already have an idea, but I'm
Uh,
assuming.
Well, for me, it's always gonna be fives. Like it's getting ready to be a staple in whatever I'm doing. Like
There
it's
you
there.
go. There you go.
It's
Oh
there. Matter of fact,
man.
I gotta make sure I download it before it disappears. Some shit.
Mm. Right. Um, that one there though, brought to you by White Paint and Snow Bunny. Take Me to Court. I'm with Cordell on that. With the exception of similar to what Suburban Mom was talking about. You know what I'm saying, you could really
You can
tell.
hear it now.
Um,
I only hear it now because I know it was there.
right.
Truth is, when y'all played it for me the first time, I'm getting ready to follow and like her account. What's her Instagram?
Right.
Right.
Like I'm
It does
looking
have
for her.
it has kind of a certain sound to it. It's very hard to explain what exactly it is. It's just the way that
It's
it
Mm-hmm.
real enough,
I
damn
don't
it.
know. I don't know what it is that I'm like, that's AI.
Right,
Weird, but
right. We have another one from Cordell coming up. This one called Quantum Dad Canics. We also have some Slump C. Prince, you did send another one. However, that one again was over the 4-minute mark.
Mm.
So unfortunately we couldn't get that in there. But we do have this one coming in from Cordell Miller. It is called Quantum Dad Canics. And it says, hold on, because it's cut off for me. Produced by Cordell. Okay.
all right.
Okay. Let's see what he's talking about on this one. It says released yesterday. Let's get it. I got you, Quinn. I'll put it in the queue.
It says produced by me.
Dad gang?
That's what it says.
Quantix on the beat.
Produced by Quantix.
Somebody
My
better
fault.
get it ready. These motherfuckers thirsty. Yapping about my age, but ain't touching my verses. Kill them in the verses. These niggas carry purses. Forget to write it down. Too excited to be cursing. Niggas still nursing. What are you, 13? Before you was born, I had your mama selling weed. Got coffee cups older than you. Shoes too. Nigga never even seen a PS2. Never old school. Everything I do is new. No lean, so my rhyme stay sicker than the flu. Nigga, look at you, just waiting to hate. Talking about my wife, but you masturbating. Stating big facts, I be killing these tracks. You lack a comprehension, confirmation of that. You niggas is a bluff and I'm the whole damn sack. I'm cocaine classic. You niggas is crack. Whack raps, whack tracks, all cap, no facts. Where you get your lyrics at, nigga, get your money back. Get me running on this track, something like a bunny rabbit. It's hard, it's a habit. If I want it, I'ma have it. Snapping into action, I'm the colonel, you the captain. Dad gang magic when I'm rapping for the faction. 556, keep the click cracking. Niggas still mad, Cordell ain't they dad.
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 Niggas still mad, Cordell ain't they dad. From the school, niggas are ridicule, niggas is these fool niggas ain't fool, niggas wanna pull triggers and check pockets figures. Yeah, bitch, I'm rich and I got it with me. I'm Bobby, you with me, keep fucking with me. I'm too damn deep in this industry. Do it underground or in front of the town. Either way it goes, I'm shutting shit down. Philosopher and an astronaut. You might be high, but I'm years above you. Hated to love it, I'm like OJ's glove. Beat the case in your face and they don't say nothing. Got the heads bobbing and the booties jumping. Juggernaut and you ain't doing nothing. Voted most likely to succeed at every day. Smoking weed, not homegrown, but locally. I'm the outlet, the plug calls me. Everything is how it's supposed to be. I'm loving it and they hating me. Confirmation, I ain't nothing to play with. Domination, my occupation. Competition, annihilate them. Out of line bitches, violate them. Live the party life and get the party right, and that's all day, all night. It's okay and it's alright. Just shoot that nigga, I'm tired of fighting. Read this writing, so exciting. Lansbury, murder he typing. Old as fuck, and they don't like it. The rap game's not like it. Grandma like me, it's dad gang, and ain't nothing changed. That's for life, and I'm steady banging. Increasing gains, maintaining. Providing y'all with entertainment. I'm in this bitch with my 96 starter jacket, no lacking, bitch. Brag and boast, butter the toast. Can't no niggas in Cordell on no coast. Hating me won't make you better. I'm too unique and I'm too damn clever. Where you gonna find another nigga like me, bitch? Nowhere, nigga. You better believe it. Look how you treat your man. Hell, how you treat yourself. Bitch, I'm Santa Claus. You just a fucking elf. I'm top shelf, bitch, and you the rock gut. My name keep falling out, then I'm gonna have to fill your mouth up. Pause.
Quantum Dad Canics on that one, produced by Quantix. I didn't see the name until I had to hover over the tab to see it, but it does say produced by Quantix.
I wish I made that. I was sitting there like, do I just let them believe I made it? Like maybe.
Oh, you
Oh,
did the
man.
right thing. Humble.
Hell yeah.
My wife is joining this. Well, probably not us, but she gonna sit next to me.
Yeah, because she heard Snow Bunny playing, and she was like, "I'm gonna make sure nothing weird is going on."
So Time says, did anybody tell you that you sound like Zero?
I've been told that more than you know, and the truth is, I listened to like 1 song, and that might have been like in his heyday when he was at the top.
Mm.
And I've never really been a fan. My cousin from Austin, Texas, told me this first, and like I've heard it several times since then, but I never listened. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. So Cordell's song here, Quantum Dad Canix. What are you giving this, Suburban Mom?
Um, I think this one was 5s across the board for me. I liked it a lot. And it does help that the whole time in my brain I was just kind of picturing that white car and all those kids. And then I could see Cordell driving the car
Oh
and
no.
just doing like yelling this. I was like, yeah. Sweet. Like,
That's the music video from now on from Cordell on this
exactly. So
track.
I was like, in
is
my mind, I was
driving
like
in
making
white
the music
Benz,
video.
hanging out the window
Yeah.
on some fucking Ace Ventura shit, rapping this to the kids as he drives by them, and then every so often you see the camera will pan to a side view of him in the
Oh,
like
that's
hanging out the
just
window,
nuts.
and you just see him bouncing up and down from him just
He's like,
speed bumps
"You
and
just
shit.
mad I ain't your dad."
Oh my
I
goodness.
see it. I
Yes,
see it.
yes.
But yeah, the mix sounded good, relatable. Yeah, like I said, I mean, my brain related it right back to that. Just like, but the whole like,
Good
oh,
timing.
you're just mad because I'm not your dad, like whatever.
Right,
And then
right.
replayability, yeah, definitely would hear it again. So yeah, I say that's 5s. That's solid 5s for me.
Nice. I'm same with that. I can agree. The exception of me, I just with the mix, it for me. I'm listening differently, so I don't know if that might
Yeah.
have been it. But it was for the vocals on it was a slight bit lower than what I was like anticipating or hoping for. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Again, it might just be the way that I have everything tuned over here too. But yeah,
Okay.
that was it was flawless the other way, you know what I'm saying? 5s other way. But she did give you flawless 5, so I did slide it over. We will definitely tap into that again at the end of the show. But this one here from Slump C is called Falling Again. It's a remix from Slump C. This one we're going to give a drive-by review on as well, inspired by King Steve 47. Let's see what he's talking about.
Cause I don't want love, give a fuck, maybe just a little song. I just wanna kick it with you, and we can both just give it up. Why we tryna act so tough, even when it's far from the truth? Like, oh my God, all those stars in her eyes, I'm falling again, I'm good as dead. Conversation. I don't wanna get into it with back and forth, so we both not on the same shit. I'm sorry if I seem impatient. Don't wanna seem like I'm impatient. I don't wanna get 10 years on the road with somebody who's just gonna waste it. Oh my God, I think I'm falling again. I'm good as dead. I don't wanna love you ever again. How many times you tell me he was just a friend? He wasn't a friend, you got my heart broken again by the same girl who said she'll stick with me until the end. I'm falling apart, you was there from the start, and I know that I'm smart, but I got a big heart. You took my heart and threw it in the wind. I gotta get it back, there is no getting back. You took my heart and left me all alone, and now you gotta live with that. You took my heart and now you gotta live with that. Stuck in the dark right now, I'm looking for light. How'd you move on so fast? That means you were never mine. I gave you chance after chance, but ain't no chances this time. I can't believe that you did me so slime.
That was Falling Again. That was the remix from Slump C, inspired by King Steve 47 on that one. I'm gonna go around. We'll do a quick drive-by review on this one. What do you got, Cordell, on this one? He muted
He's
like a
mute.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so muted. I'm so muted. No, I'm over here listening. It gave a melancholy vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the show, so I hear myself. Um, it was a real melancholy vibe for me. I like what he was doing with it. The vocal wasn't over the top, but it wasn't mediocre by any means.
Right.
I actually enjoyed this. I'm gonna go 5 for the mix because I could hear it. Um, as far as the relatability, I'm not 100% clear on them lyrics. I don't know if I was having a high moment or what, but
Right. Right.
like I'm listening hard. I'm like I'm feeling him, and it's Slump C. So he be saying one thing, he could mean something else. Like I mess with Slump C records, so I'm going for relatability because I'm pretty sure I know what was happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, definitely gonna be replayed because I need to know the lyrics now.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
go ahead,
5s
Suburban
for me.
Mom.
Ooh, excuse me. Okay. So quality, I'm going to do 4 out of 5 on this just because there were parts that I felt like I loved the acoustic in this, but it was overpowering the vocals just a little bit in a few parts. So I think maybe just messing with some panning possibly or just adjusting where your vocals are in the mix, maybe bring them out a little bit. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear what you were saying a little bit more. Relatability, I'm with Cordell on this. There were a few parts that I was having a hard time. I could hear it, but it was like, almost like it was I had to listen a little extra hard. I'm gonna
Mm.
go with 4 on that. Now, this is where replayability for me on this is a 5. I loved this song. So this reminds me of old school Black Bear that came out probably like, oh my God, like 2016 or something. And a
Okay.
lot of it was like acoustic based and it's just him and like his vocal style and the acoustic. And I loved that. I still love Black Bear to this day, but that album of his, it was like an EP that came out. I don't even think that's on Spotify anymore. I'm talking old school. But I was like, this style, whatever this is fire, and so this reminded me of that a lot, and I would definitely listen to this again. I really, really, really liked it, so good job.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. For me, I got quality is going to be at a like a 3.5 to a 4. For me, I similar to what we were talking about as far as the vocals and the beat itself. But for me overall, I think it had a little bit too much saturation in the vocal chain. Within the reverb and the echo part, I think if we can get that fine tuned a little bit down, to a better range, it might set a little bit better. I think that might also help with the relatability side when it comes to being able to decipher those lyrics a little bit more. We're not hearing so much of that added, almost an ad lib effect based on the reverb that's carrying those echoes so far. So just tuning that down a little bit more might help set the vocals a little bit better, and then you might be able to adjust the vocal setting itself. Once you get that down a little bit better, you can hear the beat and where it actually is kind of stepping on the vocals a little bit, and you can fine tune that area. So that one I'm at like a 3.5, 4. For that reason, the relatability kind of brought that down to a 3 as well. Based on that, if it gets cleaned up, that would probably come through a little bit better and shine. And then the replayability, it was a vibe, so I did go with a 4 on this one. It was like a vibe just in itself as it is. But if it does get cleaned up a little bit better, I think that could bump that up to a 5 for the replayability part as well.
Mhm.
So super dope, Slump. Appreciate you submitting this in. Again, it is published, so it's not anything that we suggest that you know have to go into and work on specifically on this track, but something that you could take into future notes within your future mixes on tracks that you are working on either currently or have ideas for in the future as well. That one though, Falling Again remix, you know what I'm saying? That one from Slump C, inspired by King Steve. The last one we have here, submitted by Quinn H. Quinn, submitting this one here, is called Bitch Water. I will sit this one out as I am an artist on this one, so I will sit this one out. But it's got Miklo, Tisha J, and myself on it. Let us know what you guys think as well in the chat based on that criteria in the form. These guys up here will do it as well. But this is Bitch Water. Let's go.
Yeah, Meatloaf. I said these niggas sippin' that bitch water. That bitch water. Making them bitch hard. I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart. They doing shit that I been started. What? Nigga, I been ballin'. No way got time for pussy niggas, so I done got these niggas goofy. I swear to God, my life a movie. I just play the role and they the groupie. Swear to God, them niggas whoopin'. I got time, I can prove it. They watch me online like a movie. Don't know why they niggas sleeping on me. About to wake them up now. Necklace with my name on it, and I watch them about to bust. I had to tattoo my name on it. They forgot about who they talking about. Niggas lying all of my name. That's some shit I give a fuck about. A nigga that can't hold water, a nigga I can't take. But why you doing all that talking? Some niggas can't wait. I ain't tryna ball with a baller, but no, he can't play. Pocket full of all of that guala, look like I gained weight. They tried to rob me, had that 40 on me. Plus I had this jewelry, and I had that chain around my neck, man. I spent 40 on me. Brother, cause I know he on it. He said, nigga, pull up on me. Said I'm on my way, like where you at, man? I'm around the corner. Shoebox, new cash, nigga stashed in my closet. All that new cash, shit go fast, you don't watch it. They like, I talk too fast. Nah, I'm just talking money. I want that all white new Jag just to pull up on them, stuntin'. I did it, trapping, I did it, stuntin', I did it, getting money, I did it, ballin', I did it, trapping, I did it, stuntin', I did it, getting money, I did it.
Evident, ever since we pulled official residence, stayed your whole family down and didn't leave no evidence. So the streets are starting to talk, and let me tell you what they say. Teacher J, the code is big. I hit the scene, they be like, I see you hoes sippin' that bitch. I bet I snap you gon' get sprayed. I help your family look for you and tell them hope that you're okay. I ain't never been a hoe, bitch, everybody knows that. Cause I ain't rap from that nigga, or a fucking toe tag. Anytime you wanna do it, come and meet me in the street. South side of the Funk, Riverside and Berry Street. 210 is where I lay, but A1G is where I stay. But I bet you sip that bitch water, that ain't that shit that teacher drank.
Sippin' that bitch water, that bitch water, making them bitch hard. I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart. They doing shit that I been started. Nigga, I been ballin'. No way got time for pussy niggas, so I done got these niggas goofy. I swear to God, my life a movie. I just play the role and they the groupie. Swear to God, them niggas whoopin'. I got time, I can prove it. They watch me online like a movie.
They don't know I've been a problem. They couldn't solve me. I came in, I've been explaining. I even went as far as switching the terms for layman. But there's been a delay in the way they reception went, and it all be so evident when I be talking too fast. I don't dial it back at all. When the mic, give me a call. We chop it up in silence, wait for signal, then we haul. Coming right through the walls, watching as the bitch waterfall. Cause every fucking thing that you've been hearing from everyone was false. There is no comparing, I'm declaring your flow and cadence need repairing. Cause I'm not sparing no more fuckers' feelings. They really do be nowhere near my ceiling. And I be speaking with the most respect when I tell them wrap these ropes around their neck.
Sippin' that bitch water, that bitch water, making them bitch hard. I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart. They doing shit that I been started. Nigga, I been ballin'. No way got time for pussy niggas, so I done got these niggas goofy.
That was Bitchwater, Miklo, Tisha J, and myself on that one. Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys got to say about this one here? Bitchwater.
I mean, at this point, what is there to say? What is there to be said about this song that hasn't been said 100 times before? It's a classic. It's definitely a classic. I love the beat selection. I used the same beat, and like it wasn't at the same time. It just happened. I found the beat too, and you know, it's a great track. I love the delivery on this. I love the uniformity of the artist on this track. They stood in unison on a point and made it happen, which I won't say is rare, but more often than not, you can see it go awry.
Right.
So I do appreciate that in this track. Honestly, since the first time I've heard it, it's a banger still. Fives. It gets five. Shout out Shay.
It gets vibes. Yeah, it's
Miklo and Tisha J and them. Triple C. I don't know. Pick a name.
Yeah, this one was co-mixed with Triple C as well. So yeah, big shout out.
Nice.
My only comment on this song, and I'm just bringing it up because I've heard this before, obviously, and this is such a good song. But I think it's the second feature. I was trying to like mentally take note of it, but there's like one feature in this that their vocals are a little bit softer than all the others, and that's the only thing I want to say it's the second feature. I'm not sure who exactly it was, but it was.
Are
just
you
a
talking
little bit...
about like in the chorus part where it was like the breakdown?
No, it was like right after the opening. We have the first feature, which I think that Miklo who began it. Okay.
Oh, so
And
you're talking about Tisha.
No, it wasn't Tisha. Maybe it was still Miklo, but he was like throwing a
Oh,
different
it was the
vibe.
ad-libbing. There was the ad-libbing in the breakdown. That's the section
Yeah,
here.
maybe. It was
Cash nigga stashed in my closet. All that new cash, it go fast. You don't watch it, they like.
more at
That
the
one is a
beginning of
little
the
bit.
track.
Yeah, that one is a
It's a
little
little
bit.
softer, and I
Mhm.
just was like, "Wait, why is that one so soft?" Because everybody else is like so perfectly crisp in the mix that I
Mhm.
just that one part just sticks out to me every time I hear it. I'm like, I just want that one person, or I don't know if it's a different person or what, but I just want that one part the vocal turned up a little bit. That's it. So like
Mhm.
4, I think, for the mix. But that's
Dang,
so like
5?
that's so crazy though, because like to have all of you guys in this song, the mix on this is so good because like you guys do all sound like if it weren't just that one person that I feel like, and I don't know if it's like my speakers on my TV or something, maybe are throwing me off. I don't know. But that one part, and it's just they're a little quieter than everybody else. And I
Mhm.
don't know if that's the specific vocal chain they chose, maybe, or what, but I just wanted that boosted up a little bit.
It's the
But as
bridge.
far
Right.
beyond that, fives the rest of the way across the board. I mean, I think this song is relatable. I love the part where Tisha's like, that bitch water, that ain't that shit that Tisha drank. Like, no.
Mhm. Mhm.
Love
That is
it.
the most
And
memorable
replayability,
bar.
obviously, we play this song a lot and we love it. And Quinn was even in the chat, like, play my song, DJ. She was getting
It was in
J-Lo.
the
Play my
queue.
motherfucking
Right. It
song.
was in the queue. I had it set up for.
Yeah.
But
It's such a good song.
yeah, big shout out to everybody that did submit. The ones that did get the fives, we will go through those in a little bit. But I did want to get real quick back from the drive-by reviews over to this little story here. This last little story that we had. I'm not sure if some people are too familiar with it. Others are. I know for a fact we are up here on the panel. Excuse me. But this here, okay. Um, basically it's a little video, and it from the perspective of, to give you guys a little insight, the video itself is basically when Trump was during his little press conference that he had with the media. He mentioned something about renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. um yeah, so I'll play this real quick. It's a little snippet so you guys can hear him, and we'll kind of discuss up here. But this is Trump.
Going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
President-elect Donald Trump takes office in less than 2 weeks, but he's already sharing his plans on foreign policy. This morning, the 3 big takeaways. First, as you just heard, he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico. Secondly, he hopes to annex Canada and acquire Greenland and the Panama Canal. And finally, if Hamas does not release its Israeli hostages by the inauguration, the president-elect is vowing, quote, all hell will break out in the Middle East.
We're going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, what is y'all's take on this?
Sorry, my stream is a little bit behind. I was just
Oh,
making
you're
sure that I
good. You're
got it
good.
all.
You're good.
I was muted.
Well, we know he loves golf, so I don't know. This is weird. I feel like I don't know how I feel about renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, because I don't, when they initially named it the Gulf of Mexico, like I don't know enough about history to know like why it was named that, like how you name a gulf. Is that the way the water flows? Does the water flow from Mexico and that's why it's the Gulf of Mexico? Like I don't really know. I don't know enough. I feel like it's kind of a way for him to point at, the border security and stuff, which I'm all for. I think that is very important. At this point, though, like in talking about annexing Canada and stuff, like I feel like he's trolling a little bit. To be honest, I don't know, man. I don't think he can be serious
Precisely
about all
that.
this.
The, the first thing I see when I hear what he's saying, none of it has that definition. None of it is actually saying he's going to do anything. Um, what he said is we should. And I take that to be the ultimate troll, because that's the part that they keep leaving out. Even from when the clip
Oh, yeah.
started, this is context. So I think that it is trolling and it's purposeful. At the same time, it creates in me, as not only a fan and whatever else it may be, it creates a sense of pride. It makes me proud to be an American to say these things. As far as that third point that's made, I don't like the fact that he didn't stand there and say that. This is something that was in a tweet weeks ago,
Mm,
but they make sure that this is the top 3 takeaways from
right.
his
Because they
actual.
know these are going to be the top 3 rage bait points.
Yeah, it's
Chaos.
spin. It's spin, and
Yep.
it's an attempt to create fear because this is what they expected last time. He's gonna start wars. He's gonna do that. No, he killed the one dude he had to kill, and it was all good.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It
I
was
mean,
all
we
good.
were during the last Trump administration. I mean, it was for peace that we can see around the world. I mean, it was relatively peaceful. I mean, there weren't
He killed
like
the one dude he had to kill.
yeah,
Soleimani got it.
it was relatively
And he
peaceful.
only got it because he was doing stuff. Soleimani was doing too much, and he immediately put an end to it.
Now the Mexican
Mhm.
government did troll him back in their news down in their country. They
Did
said
they?
they said
Of course
that
they did.
they should rename the US. They should name it Mexican America.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, being where I live in it, might as well.
North Mexico?
Might as well.
I'm just
It
I'm
wouldn't
I
it wouldn't
staying.
mean,
change anything. It
I
would
just
make
like
more sense.
yeah, I feel like you guys are saying though, like I don't feel like he necessarily was saying like we're gonna do all this. Like
No,
I
it was
definitely think
definitely
it's
trolling.
being
He
yeah.
literally gave them sound bites to run with, and that's what they've done. That's what I've seen. That's what I see here.
I think
Hmm.
he's helping the media draw a circle around itself at this point of like, look,
The
and
the
because I'm
one
sure he talked about other important, policy points, and they are being glazed over to pull out
right.
these 3,
He
rage
already
bait
said what
points.
he was gonna do day number 1.
Yeah,
That's what kills me. Why are y'all still asking him?
Mm.
right.
He already told you what he was gonna do. And the one thing that he said he's gonna do ain't on this list.
Mhm.
The one thing that I'm expecting and I'm hoping for is that reopening of the Alaskan pipeline,
Mhm.
a decrease in the cost of gas, a
Hmm.
Right.
decrease in the cost of everyday products that we all buy and love. Corn pops at $6 a box makes no
That's
sense. I
insane.
don't give a
Right.
fuck how far in the future we are.
But
That's stupid.
did you
Oh my
hear about
God.
what Biden did? Like he's, kind of wrapping up and he's doing his final, little
Yeah, he ordering
things.
hits on the land. That's
Yeah.
why everything on fire in LA.
Hmm.
But
Well,
he
they're also
did
buying it up too.
he signed some executive orders or something banning oil drilling in certain areas, and a lot of people were saying that it's actually going to make a lot of the pipelines and things that he was planning on reestablishing as he takes office,
Yeah, it's trying
it's
to get
gonna
in the
make
way.
it very difficult for him. Yeah,
He's getting
yeah,
in the
like
way.
Hmm.
yeah, and it's like, "You little stupid sleepy twerp. Can you
Yeah.
just, like, go eat some ice cream and let the big
Every
kids."
every move from the government at this point up until the 20th I'm gonna view it as sabotage personally. It's all gonna be sabotage. Anything that happens there's done. That's where 4.9 billion just went to certain student loans, but not the people that need them.
Hmm.
It's weird.
Mhm.
It's weird. And I'm just watching it. I'm pretty sure it's all sabotage.
So he said
I'm trying to
sabotage.
figure out what chat's talking about, like, wait,
Oh
wait.
yeah, I'm looking.
I
He
Oh,
know,
they're
said he
it
talking
did
just
a
about
caught
hip.
my
making it
eye.
cheaper. Should
Why
focus
are
on
you
stopping
listening to
threats.
Hitler for comparison?
Hmm.
That's the real
Yeah,
question. It's a desire, it's a want to make this person into Hitler, and nothing he's done is in any way comparable.
right.
Mm.
I don't that's just always
It's tisk.
the the go-to, I feel like it, and it's just getting a bit old. I mean, if you
Yeah.
actually know about the history, and I mean, I wouldn't sit myself down and subject myself to listen to Hitler speeches, but I mean, there was a lot going on back then, it's just I
I've
don't
listened to
really.
them. I've
How do
listened
you
to them,
compare
and
it?
what they were is they were keyed up to people that wanted a change. They were
I
keyed up
mean,
to people
yeah,
that wanted something different, and it provided them with an easy scapegoat. Oh, I'm not them. Get on them. That's what it turned into. And I hate to
Right.
say it, that even in America, it's happened before. There are many, many, many white people that'll make an assumption based on the black skin of the person next to them. And in actuality, that experience makes it convenient for others. And some people are able to prosper beyond that and whatever else it may be. But I don't feel that it's ingrained in a state that I'm not able to get what I want based on my skin tone. I don't give a shit. If you're not going to give it to me, I'll get it somewhere else. I'll make my own. It doesn't matter. And I think that at some point we all come above that. And then I know in the era that we all have grown up in, there was a point where it was no concern of race. Race was funny because that black dude did walk.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you go
It
back,
was
I always
funny.
think I've watched back because like when I was growing up, I watched a lot of like Nickelodeon and stuff, and I loved like all that. And
Oh, love
all
me
that
some.
was like my favorite show. And I found it like a couple, like probably 10 years ago now. I found it somewhere like on YouTube or Nick at Night or something. And I was watching
It's
it.
out there.
And I was actually like, I couldn't even believe, like, not because it offended me, but I was like, this would never be allowed on TV nowadays,
Right.
ever. Like, but it was
Oh
still
yeah.
funny because it was literally
But it
just
was
meant to be
funny. It
funny.
was funny because it was funny. And you know
Yeah.
that the input coming into it is coming from the people that have already lived and experienced something similar, if not the exact same thing. This is what
Right.
made it funny.
Yeah. And it,
And
and
then
it,
and then you get the subtle surprise when, okay, that white guy that you're hanging out with does something, aka quote unquote black. You know, oh shit, y'all do that too? Yeah, we do that. Oh, that's dope, man. And you go hang out with that black guy and you see him pull out something and he's, oh, y'all do that too? Yeah, we do that too. It's just one of those things. People are
yeah.
damn people.
Right, exactly. At the end of the day, we are all the same. It's
And
just like how people be
we
like, "Oh,
lost
she's such
sight
a
of that
white
because
suburban mom." Yeah, I
it looked
am.
like
No, it's funny.
there was a real payout. There was a payout in being a victim. Black Lives
Mhm.
Matter generated over $90 million and turned a lot of people at the top into millionaires just for saying it a bunch. They made they made tons of money with that. So yeah, being a victim might pay you, but Jesus, I don't want to be the victim, and I don't want to
Yeah, do you
complain
really
about
want
something
that
that didn't
money at
happen
the
to
end of
me.
the day? Yeah,
And
exactly.
it got to the point where you can see the greed in it because all of a sudden, anything, any moment, any instance is turned and flipped on this particular scale and turned to that angle of view, and it makes it weird. You know, it makes it
Right.
it clouds the real facts. You know, yeah, he got shot, but he also got shot in the top of the head. He was charging at the police.
Right.
Like you know, just any old thing, and I wouldn't get that deep into it, but I think that we should all be above it.
Yep. Absolutely. But I think that's why we see the media twisting things and
Well, yeah.
making drawing circles around things that really don't need circles drawn around them is because they're trying to perpetuate and facilitate that divide. They don't want us to realize, oh my God, like at the end of the day, we all really just want a roof over our head and we want food on the table and we want to be with the people that we love and be able to, kick back a
What I
few or
know
smoke a
is
blunt and listen to some good music. Like we're all
somebody
doing
paid
the
for
same
that
thing.
sign to say Black Lives Matter, and my Black life didn't get a dime.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I know.
Well, and it's almost like by using that phrase as your
I mean, it's been the thing for almost 20 years now.
well, it's like but you almost sort of in are saying in a way that like who said that they didn't? You know what I mean? Like
And
understandably
exactly.
understandably there's been issues
You know,
and
the English degree in me was very angry when this started because the whole argument became this life versus that life, when in actuality, it should have been phrased with the implicit to.
yeah, we've talked about that before and I agree with you. I
Oh,
think that
that
would have
killed me.
made such a world of difference.
Right.
That killed
Such
me
a
so
world of
much.
difference.
And I saw people literally fist fighting and like little riots breaking out everywhere about it when all they needed were a comma and two
And
letters.
2 letters. Well, 3, right? 2.
Well, one twice, but still.
Yeah.
One
Oh.
twice. He said,
One
I
twice.
don't count the duplicates as duplicates. You know what I mean?
PO squared.
I'm trying to be efficient.
Wait, that's 3 letters, right? Wait, which 2? There.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, big shout out to everybody out there in Blunted Ones Mafia, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us this morning. We're gonna go through with these drive-by reviews that got the flawless 5s, and we'll get these all played in sequential order. Make sure to tune in with us tomorrow. We will be back shortly after these are done to get a closeout of the show. But again, big things happening on Blunted Ones Radio Network, man. This one here coming in from Prince earlier is All I Need. Let's get it.
Came back from a show, I need some company. Tryna get this girl from an academy. Yeah, ask me why I'm calling, say she mad at me. Yeah, then she say she coming, I say obviously. Yeah, all I need, all I need. Pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. Yeah, all I need, all I need. Yeah, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. I heard a knock, it's probably bitches at the door. I don't order, bitch, I cop it by the store. No security, don't run up on me wrong. Oh, what the fuck, you thought this shit was just a song? Round here we be getting business on the regular. Fees are always blowing up my cellular. Out of this world, I'm probably choking on some nebula. From the top, oh yeah, the view is so spectacular. Better be quiet when I go record. Bitch, I'm a boss. Get on your knees like I'm a fucking god. Why you looking lost? It's that shit they never heard before. I got plenty more. Hit it till it's sore. I'm a pussy connoisseur. If it's for my bitch, I go spend digits on the bag. I do it cause I know how all these bitches need to brag. Call me just to feed her. I'm like, bitch, I'm not your dad. Always hella driven, so I smoke a lot of gas. All I need, all I need. Pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. Yeah, all I need, all I need. Yeah, pussy, money, weed, maybe all I need. Girl, is you riding? Are you all in? I might have to go to work till the morning. Girl, is you riding? Are you all in? Always gotta work till the morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a quarter at the bottom of a jukebox. Supposed to be a quarter to phone call to Louisiana. Oh, now she's gone and found herself another man. I guess that's why the quarter's at the bottom all over again. Through heartache and laughter, show me you care. You know all my secrets. You've seen every tear. With your melodies and whiskey, you never let me pretend. In this barroom of life, you're my only friend.
He doesn't know I'm still pacing in the parking lot. Gotta go, but I don't wanna head back to Louisiana. No. Stash of quarters in a solo cup on the dash. I saved him up for the toll, but I could play our song real fast. Pretend that we're still dancing and make the memory last.
Through heartache and laughter, you show me you care. You know all my secrets. You've seen every tear. With your melodies and whiskey, you never let me pretend. In this barroom of life, you're my
politics on the beat. Somebody better get it ready. These motherfuckers thirsty. Yapping about my age, but ain't touching my verses. Kill them in the verses. These niggas carry purses. Forget to write it down. Too excited to be cursing. Niggas still nursing. What are you, 13? Before you was born, I had your mama selling weed. Got coffee cups older than you. Shoes too. Nigga never even seen a PS2. Never old school. Everything I do is new. No lean, so my rhyme stays sicker than the flu. Nigga, look at you, just waiting to hate. Talking about my wife, but you masturbating. Stating big facts, I be killing these tracks. You lack a comprehension, confirmation of that. You niggas is a bluff and I'm the whole damn sack. I'm cocaine classic. You niggas is crack. Whack raps, whack tracks, all cap, no facts. Where you get your lyrics at, nigga, get your money back. Get me running on this track, something like a bunny rabbit. Oh, so hard, it's a habit. If I want it, I'ma have it. Snapping into action, I'm the colonel, you the captain. Dad gang magic when I'm rapping for the faction. 556, keep the click cracking. Niggas still mad, Cordell ain't they dad. Niggas still mad, Cordell ain't they dad. These 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 niggas still mad, Cordell ain't they dad. From the school, niggas are ridicule niggas. Cause these fool niggas ain't fool niggas. Wanna pull triggers and check pockets flickers. Yeah, bitch, I'm rich and I got it with me. I'm Bobby, you with me, keep fucking with me. I'm too damn deep in this industry. Do it underground or in front of the town. Either way it goes, I'm shutting shit down. Philosopher and an astronaut. You might be high, but I'm years above you. Hated to love it, I'm like OJ's glove. Beat the case in your face and they don't say nothing. Got the heads bobbing and the booties jumping. Juggernaut and you ain't doing nothing. Voted most likely to succeed at every day. Smoking weed, not homegrown, but locally. I'm the outlet, the plug calls me. Everything is how it's supposed to be. I'm loving it and they hating me. Confirmation, I ain't nothing to play with. Domination, my occupation. Competition, annihilate them. Out of line bitches, violate them. Live the party life and get the party right, and that's all day, all night. It's okay and it's alright. Just shoot that nigga, I'm tired of fighting. Read this writing, so exciting. Lansbury, murder he typing. Old as fuck, and they don't like it. The rap game's not like it. Grandma like me, it's dad gang, and ain't nothing changed. That's for life, and I'm steady banging. Increasing gains, maintaining. Providing y'all with entertainment. I'm in this bitch with my 96 starter jacket, no lacking, bitch. Brag and boast, butter the toast. Ain't no niggas in Cordell on no coast. Hating me won't make you better. I'm too unique and I'm too damn clever. Where you gonna find another nigga like me, bitch? Nowhere, nigga. You better believe it. Look how you treat your man. Hell, how you treat yourself. Bitch, I'm Santa Claus. You just a fucking elf. I'm top shelf, bitch, and you the rock gut. My name keep falling out, then I'm gonna have to fill your mouth up. Pause.
I talk too fast, nah, I'm
Yo, Meatloaf. I said these niggas sippin' that bitch water.
That bitch water. Making them bitch hard.
I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart.
They doing shit that I been started. Nigga, I been ballin'.
No way got time for pussy niggas, so I
swear to God,
get
these
it on.
niggas goofy. I swear to God, my life a movie. I just play the role and they the groupie. Swear to God, them niggas whoopin'. I got time, I can prove it. They watch me online like a movie. Don't know why they niggas sleeping on me. About to wake them up now. Necklace with my name on it, and I watch them about to bust. I had to tattoo my name on it. They forgot about who they talking about. Niggas lying all of my name. That's some shit I give a fuck about. A nigga that can't hold water, a nigga I can't take. But why you doing all that talking? Some niggas can't wait. I ain't tryna ball with a baller, but no, he can't play. Pocket full of all of that guala, look like I can't wait. They tried to rob me, had that 40 on me. Plus I had this jewelry, and I had that chain around my neck, man. I spent 40 on it. Call cause I know he on it. He said, nigga, pull up on me. Said I'm on my way, like where you at, man? I'm around the corner. Shoebox, new cash, nigga stashed in my closet. All that new cash, shit go fast, you don't watch it. They like, I talk too fast, nah, I'm just talking money. I want that all white new Jag just to pull up on them, stuntin'. I did it, trapping, I did it, stuntin', I did it, getting money, I did it, ballin', I did it, trapping, I did it, stuntin', I did it, getting money, I did it.
Evident, ever since we pulled up at your residence, stayed your whole family down and didn't leave no evidence. So the streets are starting to talk, and let me tell you what they say. Teacher Jada code is big. I hit the scene, they be like, I see you hoes sippin' that bitch. I bet I snap you gon' get sprayed. Help your family look for you and tell them hope that you're okay. I ain't never been a hoe, bitch, everybody knows that. Cause I ain't rap from that nigga, or a fucking toe tag. Anytime you wanna do it, come and meet me in the street. South side of the funk, Riverside and Berry Street. 210 is where I lay, but A1G is where I stay. But I bet you sip that bitch water, that ain't that shit that teacher drink.
Sippin' that bitch water.
That bitch water. Making them bitch hard.
I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart.
They doing shit that I been started. Nigga, I been ballin'. No way got time for pussy niggas, so I got these niggas goofy. I swear to God, my life a movie. I just play the role and they the groupie. Swear to God, them niggas whoopin'. I got time, I can prove it. They watch me online like a movie.
They don't know I've been a problem. They couldn't solve me. I came in, I've been explaining. I even
Ice water, making them bitch hard. I've been ahead of these pussy niggas, nigga, that kickstart. They doing shit that I been started. Nigga, I been ballin'. No way got time for pussy niggas, so I done got niggas goofy.
All right, that was the playlist right there from the tracks that got the flawless fives from the review process on the drive-by reviews today here on the Corner Convo. Big shout out to everybody out there in Blunt Ones Mafia that showed up today, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us and vibing with us during these conversations that we had. Suburban Mom, Cordell, you guys got anything to tell anybody out there before we wrap everything up tonight or today, I should say?
Yeah, just my usual stick. Don't forget, we have a community post looking for suggestions on what we can do when we hit the 500. Still looking for more ideas, so be sure to hit that up. Yeah.
Cordell?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. We
I'm
talked about
glad
it all.
that-
What you mean?
I'm glad that school is still going. Kids is back in school. The vacation is over.
Right.
Trying to get back to learning. Paying attention to things. Like that's where I'm at. I don't know.
My daughter just came up here and showed me she learned how to dye a paper towel with grape juice, and I'm like,
Whoa, okay.
It does work.
What are you doing? Are you
Yeah.
doing your schoolwork? Like,
Is
Little
it
bit of-
dying or is it staining?
Right.
I don't know. She said she was dyeing it, so she's so creative, but she just gets bored with.
Yeah,
I get
right.
it, but I'm like,
Right.
dang, right.
I hear that.
I'm gonna make
And
some
for everybody out there in Blunt Ones Mafia, man, just a quick reminder, tap into the Friday night and Saturday night shows on the Downtown Sound as we have the year-long tournament going on with the Song of the Year. For those that aren't familiar with it, we'll close out the show with this promo, and then we'll head out with our closeout promo. But big shout out to everybody out there, man. I'm OC Kush, Suburban Mom here with me, and Cordell Miller on the panel for my co-host. Big shout out to everybody out there, man. Salute.
Hey.